A very warm welcome to every one of you all over the world, wherever you are. Great people, wonderful. Welcome to a brand new day. Welcome to a brand new week. Happy Sunday to everyone. Pastor Maxwell Nnawuihe. I welcome our interactive broadcast, question and answer broadcast, and of course, with our prayers for Mazen and the can. This is with regards to the visit of the executive governor of Anambra State, Professor Charles Suludo, on the 13th of this very month. He visited Mazen Namdekano, the leader of the people of Biafra, IPOB. A lot of reactions, a lot of things have been going on. A lot of people have been talking. Many questions have been raised and many answers have been coming in. And we are going to do that today in this broadcast, as I promised. You must understand that this is freedom fighting, and there are certain things that happens that we must not lose sight of. We must take them into cognizance, and we must look into them very objectively from different perspectives and angles that they present themselves. Very, very important. And I want you to understand that anything that is truthful, anything that is pure, anything that is genuine, anything that will bring about the release of Nnamdi Kanu and the Biafra Restoration Project to its successful and desired end, I will never hesitate, by the special grace of God, to join every forces to bring about every spiritual support or contribution or guidance to make sure there is a success. My life was given to me by the Most High God in heaven to fulfill a divine purpose. If that very purpose affects the Biafran people positively, if it affects anybody in the world, it doesn't matter who that person is, I must fulfill my purpose. I must live up to expectation because I am accountable to the Most High God in heaven. It doesn't matter the attacks and confrontations that we receive in the process of doing so. It doesn't really matter. What that matters is thy will be done, O Lord. May I bring glory and honor to your name. That is the most important. I am not called to Yeshua HaMashiach, the Son of the Most High God, who came all the way from heaven, yet they mocked at him, yet many people stood up against him, even those he healed. Even those that he healed, their siblings, their cousins, their nephews, they were in the chorus. They were among the choir that was saying, crucify him, crucify him. Those among the choir that were singing, crucify him, crucify him, they were among the 5,000 he fed. They were also among the 4,000 people he fed. They were also among the 12,000 he fed. An account of the New Testament, ate to their satisfactions. They were satisfied. The bread and the fish that they ate, they kept on following him. As long as the bread and the fishes were available in the ministry of Jesus Christ of Nazareth, now comes the times and the temptations and trials of Yeshua HaMashiach. They forgot everything that he did for them. They quickly and hurriedly, without hesitation, joined the choir in the chorus of crucify him, crucify him. Who then is Maxwell Nnawuihe? Who am I? Who am I? What have I even done? What impact have I even made that I will be so scared? Oh, they are accusing me. Oh, they are against me. Let me not talk. So that, no, I am here to fulfill a divine purpose. We must pray. Blessed Father in heaven, the creator of every creation, both inanimate objects, both living organisms, human beings, reptiles. You created everything. Without you, that was made. Life comes from you. You are the source of life. Life is the pillar of existence. Without you, there is no life. Without life, there is no existence. To you, we owe everything we have and everything we are. As a people, as a new generation of Biafrans, of which I am one of them, I cannot deny my identity that you gave to me as I am from this part of the world. The British and the Americans and the Europeans, every other race upon the face of the earth are so proud of who they are. They identify with their indigenous identities. They don't scare. They don't run away from who they are. So I am. So are some of them that are watching right now. Some of them that are listening right now. We are Biafrans. We thank you for bringing us to this very part of the world to bring about light in these darkened places. Ancient of days, on this platform, we stand for truth. We maintain that very puritanical stance that you have asked us to maintain without deviating from it. And that is why you have shown yourself so strong and mighty in different calls at different times. Through the church and every other person in different countries of the world in the affairs of Biafra restoration and did very particular project and quest, which is for the release of tonight, oh God. As we seek answers into so many questions, we pray, guide us to the right answers. Use this broadcast tonight to bring about clarification in different areas that your people have been confused over the week. Lord, speak to us. Tell us what to do. Let Nnamdi Kanu be used. Let all glory be given to you. Everyone that is entered by divine mandate to play a role. It doesn't matter who the person is. If it is the governor, if it is politicians, the lawyers, it doesn't matter who they are. Whom you have given the specific to bring about the release of Nnamdi Kanu, Lord, we welcome all their efforts, but we can never condone any sabotage and every similitude of it to frustrate our effort to release Nnamdi Kanu. Have your way, Lord. In the name of Yeshua, we have prayed. Everybody shout amen. The time into the broadcast is 8 minutes, 12 seconds. As at now, by the clock, the time is 6:37 p.m. here in Biafra land. It may be your morning. Therefore, I say good morning to you. It may be your afternoon. I say good afternoon to you. It may be your evening. I say good evening to you. Your night. Permit me to say good night to you. It all depends on your time zone. I am Pastor Maxwell Nnawuihe. I am from this part of the world, a very proud race, a very blessed people. I am fortunate to be among. Likewise, you, I welcome you. If you look at the caption of this very broadcast, it says question and answer. It is question and answer. You must understand it. It says Governor Suludo's visit to MNK. MNK is an acronym for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. M stands for Prince. N stands for Nnamdi. K stands for Kanu. For those that don't understand the acronym time. And also, in this very broad, we are having question and answer with prayers, because each time we gather, any disregard for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, we pray is our priority. I welcome you once again. We were having issues logging into our broadcasting studio. They told us that we cannot stream across different platforms, that there are problems, we are restricted. We continue to battle them. We continue to do all we can to make sure that everything was rectified. And eventually we overcame, and they allowed us to stream across 5 different platforms, which we have been streaming across. Initially, they restricted to. They told us that our account is not active, and we kept on doing all we could to prove that our account is still active. And at the end of the day, they bowed. They allowed us to begin to. That's why we have some delays. I told you that each time we want to broadcast, there is always issue. I don't know. It's not easy, but God is with us. Share broadcast immediately. Like the broadcast. If you have not subscribed to this very YouTube channel, please, I beg you, I am pleading with you to do so. It's very, very important to do so. This is one of the best, one greatest platforms in this very generation. I am not saying it trumpet because I am the host or the owner or the anchor. No, not at all. That is the truth. It's fact. So when something is good, don't you like it? You like it. When something is good, when something adds value to your life, adds value to our generation, don't you share it with others? Of course you do. You share it. So share the broadcast, share the link, share the tweet it wherever you are, and of course subscribe to the YouTube channel. Follow me on Facebook. Follow me on Twitter. My Twitter handle, I am bringing it to the screen right now so that you can understand. It is now on the screen. Please make use of anything, everything displaying on the screen. Please make use of them. The details that are displaying, they are all important. The account number displaying there, you know what it is all about. I'm not talking about money, but I want to remind you once again because some people have told me to always remind our people. That's what made the same man of God. We know your principle. We know you don't talk about money, but this is important. There are those who are only listening. Their listening devices, their earpiece, their Bluetooth to their ears. They are not watching the screen. Read out the account number, call it out so that they can hear, and some odd details. It's not easy, my dear people, but I will do so. Please, those of you that are watching right now, use of every information on the screen. We are going to start without any hesitation because we have offered Most High God Elohim. You must understand that this is our teaching series, of course, a very passion of it, cycle of 40 years. The very 40 years is for those who are new generations of Biafran. We know that we are the new generation of Biafran. We don't need stories or teachings about that anymore. It has been established in the course of the series, all the way from the 30th of March 2022 down this very day. We will continue with it. This is the part 9 of it. We have dealt with so many subtopics. Why did God choose the route for their freedom journey? We have seen the reasons, and the very man that is in the center of the very generation, the leader of the very generation, is Maxwell Nnawuihe, for whom we have a wonderful man, respectable man, honorable man, the ending time, a very, very formidable man, very strong, mentally intelligent man, and powerful. That is why he cannot stand to their feet. All of them, their knees are discussing with each other. Their knees are hitting each other, wobbling and shaking. That's why they don't want to let him go. But he is the leader of the new generations of whose 40 years cycle started in 2006, and the time is counting. I must keep reminding you. Held there in DSS dungeon in Abuja, Nigeria. So long as he's there, we are not moving forward. You must understand it. It is not a negative assertion or confession. This is a statement of fact, and that puts us in the consciousness of to continuously making our effort, continuously offering our prayer, and every other thing we are doing to make sure that he comes out, that the journey must continue. I welcome you. I'm quickly going to welcome each and every one of you by your names. Professor O, God bless you. Piro Keselo, God bless you. I know that Prof. Data O is watching from Ohio, United States. I don't know if I'm correct with your state, but you are watching from United States of America. Piro, my brother from USA. Oba Nnamdi, you're welcome. Grace Ogolo, my dear sister, you're welcome. I think London. God save Elukbosi Chinedu. God bless you. Vivian, my dear sister. Vivian Wadike from USA. Anthony Friday, you're welcome. Wike Goswell, my dear brother. Yes, you called last time. You are watching from Nigeria. Anthony Friday, you're welcome. Dr. Ifi Ebubike from the United States of America, you're welcome. Cheko Denaka, you're welcome. I welcome you, Reneze. You are consistent. Comfort in Siono, you're welcome. Successful victory, my dear sister. A very, very, very strong and committed, very, very strong and committed member, a fan of mine, a believer in this gospel. You're welcome. Beatrice Okezie, the secretary of IPOB and Biafran Women Group, led by Madam Bridget Okafo. I want to use this opportunity to make sure I remind every one of you there is a woman. If you are from Biafra land, it doesn't matter where you are, whether you are here in Biafra land or you're in the diaspora, please try and join that very group. That very, very group. Very group was endorsed by Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. Madam Bridget Okafo is there. If Nnamdi Kanu comes out, I believe he is going to, they have achieved in his. Please, if you're a woman, make sure you join the very group, IPOB/Women Forum. Very important. They have their Facebook page. They have their Twitter. They have their Twitter handle. If they don't have it, I have seen their YouTube channel. Search it on YouTube. You will see them. Like that very channel. It will not take anything away from you, please. We are all working together for make sure that Mazen Nnamdi Kanu is released. Beatrice Okezie is the secretary. Of course, is their president for is their spokesperson. Every other person there, people like Joy Duru, a committed members. We have people like our mother Roslyn Odo. We have so many of them. Jenna Yam. Please permit me. I don't want to keep. Adam Naya is also there. I don't want to mention names because the more I mention names, I would like to mention other names because it's important. But please let me stop here with the names. Okay, try and join that group if you're a woman. Adako from the United States of America, Dr. Joy Irobi, Juliet Shylon. I welcome every one of you. I welcome every one of you. Precious Duhu, you are welcome. Joy Duru, you are welcome. You are welcome. Every one of you. I welcome you. John, okay? You're welcome. I think I have to stop here. I have tried. Right? I have tried. Precious Duru, sorry, you say you lost your phone. Saints. Barrister Duru. Wow, you're welcome. You're welcome. Question and answer. I'm going to be asking the questions. You will be providing the answer. I'm going to ask the questions 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, if possible, at a row. Stella is Uzuka, you're welcome. Come and take your own honor. You're welcome. Echi Jonas, you're welcome. Nabugu Emmanuel, you're welcome. Please permit me to continue. I love every one of you. I welcome every one of you. You are welcome. I value your presence. You, wherever you are, like the broadcast, share the broadcast, retweet the link. I am live on my Twitter handle at Maxwell Nnawuihe. I will be asking the questions and you will be providing the answers. Governor Suludo's visit to MNK / our prayers for Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. Are you ready for the first question? Are you ready for the first question I'm bringing to you to the world right now is this. If you have Bible, write it down so that you can know the particular question you're going to answer. Because many people are looking for answer. Many Biafra seeking for answer. Because there are so many things surrounding the visit of Professor Chukwuma Suludo, the executive governor of Anambra State, to Mazen Nnamdi Kanu on the 13th of this very month. That day was Friday. Remember, as I said in the opening of this broadcast, this is not to bring about discouragement. This is not to antagonize anybody. This is not for name calling, please. When you call and you're providing your answer to the question, please, no name calling. We want to be very civil. We want to be very matured. We want to demonstrate that we are very, very matured and intelligent. We are intellectuals, please. Even if you cannot speak with correct, simple English, you can use pidgin English. Use pidgin English. Please don't use Igbo because it will be so difficult for me to be translating everyone that calls and speaks with. Please, is important. Except it's going to be very brief. Then I can be able to translate it to English. Question number 1. If you are taking down the questions, take them down. If you are typing, type them out. If you are writing, write them out. Or should I give more chance, more time for you to get prepared? Your writing material or whatever it is you want to bring by your side, your pen and your paper, that we take down the questions so that when the lines are opened, you will give us the answer. Very, very important. That is what is called question and answer. Question and answer. I will be asking the questions. You will be giving us and giving the world the answer. I hope you are ready. While waiting for you to get ready, the basic cycle of 40 years teaching series is in the book of Numbers, chapter 14, from verse 1 to 39. That is the basis. That is the central text guiding us, helping us to navigate our way in this teaching series. Why is it that our people, very wonderful people, Biafrans, that have their covenant with God established by our progenitor, our very, very progenitor, Abraham, why are we like this? Why are we suffering? Why are we subjugated? Why are we humiliated? Why are we like people that there is a collective silence on their affairs and their cries and their pleas for freedom? Why is it so? This new generation of Biafrans, who is their leader? When did their cycle of 40 years begin? These and many more are what this teaching series are trying to take care of. We have been doing that since 30th of March, and we must continue. I are ready now with your pen and your paper. I hope you are ready. The first question that is begging for answer is this. Question number 1. Did the legislature approve the visit of Governor Charles Chukwuma Soludo's visit? Did the legal team approve the visit of Governor Chukwuma Charles Soludo to MNK? That is question number 1. Take it down. It's very important. That is question number 1. I'm going to take it again. Did the legal team approve the visit of Governor Charles Chukwuma Soludo as an Americano? That is the first question. You are going to provide the answer. If yes, why didn't they go with him? Why didn't they go with him on their court-approved visiting dates and also join him in the picture taking, at least for the first time in their since Mazen Amekano's abduction from Kenya to Nigeria? Because they have not taken any picture with him. But Nigeria, we are coming to, there are so many ones. Those of them we take tonight, we may leave them for the next day. The question is this: did the legal team approve the visit of Governor Charles Chukwuma Soludo to Mazen Amekano? That is the question. That is question number 1. And if yes, If they approved, if yes, why didn't they go with him on their court-approved visiting dates and join him in the picture taking, at least for the time in DSS dungeon since Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's abduction from Kenya to Nigeria? They have not taken any picture together apart from when they come to court. That is question number one. I hope you've got it. I hope you've got the question. Should I repeat it? I think all of you are smart students. You've gotten the question. I'm bringing it to you again. And after that, I'm going to go to the next question. And I'm going to read out some publications that are made in different times regarding some of these questions I'll be asking. That is question number one for tonight. Did the legal team approve the visit of Governor Charles Chukwuma Suludo to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu? If yes, why didn't they go with him on their court-approved visiting dates and join him in the picture taking, at least for the first time in DSS dungeon since the abduction of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu from Kenya to Nigeria? Why didn't they go with him? Some people may say they are too busy. It's not a must that they must go with, this answers, any answer you have when the lines are opened, you bring it forward. Please don't be scared to answer questions. Why I'm asking this question is this. During the visit of Senator Orji Uzor to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, sometime in November 2021, I think that there was 29th of November. I don't know if I'm correct with the exact date, but it was in November 2021 when Senator Orji Uzor visited Mazi Nnamdi Kanu at the early hours of the morning. We were meant to understand that the time was not even the right time. Some people said it was around 3 a.m. Some people said it was around 5 a.m., albeit, according to the lawyer, Barrister Fanny Jofo, he said that was the early hours of the day. Senator Orji Uzor visited Mazi Nnamdi Kanu in November 2021 at the early hours of the morning. We heard that Barrister Fanny Jofo raised alarm and he distanced himself and the legal team from it. They said that they are not aware that Orji Uzor was going to pay a visit to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. He even explained that a name was substituted. A name was removed to make space for someone that was expected to visit. But they weren't told that it was Orji Uzor. And of course, the time of his visit wasn't made known to them. It was after his visit that the information came out. Barrister Fanny Jofo raised the alarm and he distanced himself and the legal team from that very visit of Dr. Orji Uzor. His statements were published by different media outlets. So, let me go back to first question. First question. Did the legal team approve the visit of Charles Chukwuma Suludo to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu? They were not aware of the visit of Orji Uzor. Orji Uzor was the former governor of Abia State, the home state of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Orji Uzor is the current either chief whip of the Senate. He's a serving senator. Chief whip, if I'm not mistaken. He's a politician. That is what you must understand. Also, Governor Charles Chukwuma Suludo is also a politician. Former governor of Central Bank of Nigeria, now the governor of Anambra State. So, Orji Uzor visit as a politician and the visit of Chukwuma Suludo, the governor, as a politician. This is the question. Did the legal team approve it? If yes, why didn't they go with him on their court-approved visiting date and also join him in the picture he took with Mazi Nnamdi Kanu that very day, at least for the first time since the legal team have been visiting? I think I've done justice to that very first question. I'm going to take the next question right now. Number two, Why was the visit of Governor Charles Suludo special? With pictures in a beautiful parlor, whether it's a parlor or a reception or a house. I'm going to bring that very picture to the screen. I'm going to bring it to the screen. Let me see. Lay hands on those pictures of his visit. Because you have been hearing about it, but you have not seen the pictures. Very picture that was taken with care. The pictures were so beautiful. All the expressions, the hugging, and the photographer. I don't know whether it was photographer, professional photographer with phones. I don't know. Pictures were taken carefully taken. Let me look for pictures. I'm going to bring it to the screen immediately. I'm gonna bring it to the screen immediately without wasting time. Let me bring it to you. Very lovely, beautiful pictures. Wonderful. Let's get to you. Let me bring it. That's it. That's the picture. Can you see it now? Beautiful one. Gloria Ogu said, yes, very nice with candy on the sitting room. My dear people. Enechi Anthony said it was Photoshop. No, Photoshop. Let's not conclude yet. Ifeanyi David, my dear. Concentrate. You must understand, I acknowledge your comment and all your presence, even if I don't read them out. Yes, this is one of the pictures. Time is of essence, please. We have to speed it up. Things very interactive. The question and answer. We have to speed it up. This is the first picture. That the second one comes. It's like Governor Suludo was drawing the ear of Maxwell Nnawuihe. This is how when we are watching somebody in Igbo, in Biafra, this is one of the expressions. This very expression you are seeing here now. I don't know whether he was warning or Hamadike Maxwell Nnawuihe. Don't worry. We are coming to other aspects of the questions. Make sure you answer according to the question. Any question you didn't hear, please don't answer it, please, so that we will be okay. So this is the second picture. The candle. Look at bottled water. Oh, what table? Very nice. Look at this coffer. Very nice. With a word map behind, by the side of Governor's word map. Why did they bring? Don't they know that anytime they bring Maxwell Nnawuihe to word map, he will start preaching. He will start talking about Biafra. Why should they tempt him by bringing him to where the word map? I believe that Maxwell Nnawuihe must have looked at this word map, searching for Biafra here. There. Don't worry whether it's Nnawuihe or not. Let us be very objective, okay? Yes, the next picture, and then this one, the hugging. This one. Oh no, look at television. We were told that he's not allowed to watch television. And also the statement of Justice Binta Nyako in court on the 18th. We will come to all of that. So these are the pictures, okay? I've shown you the pictures now. These are the pictures. These pictures went viral at the visit of Professor Chukwuma Suludo, the executive governor of Anambra State. All right. Those were the pictures. Those were the pictures. You have seen it. Okay? You have. So, back to the question. Okay? Why was the visit of Governor Charles Suludo special? Special in the sense that there were pictures. You have seen the pictures. Very beautiful pictures. Those pictures were not taken in a hurry. Just like in court. In court, when a man they don't allow him taking picture outside. They don't, there is hurry. He enters the courtroom. He now poses for selfie with his Lego team and one or two persons inside the court. And after that, hurry, 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 they move him inside the vehicle. Hurry, they take him back to the DSS dungeon in Abuja, Nigeria. Why was this very picture of Governor Chukwuma Soludo so relaxed and detailed? Very beautiful. The postures and everything, the parlor or the reception or the guest house where Mazi Nnamdi Kanu received him. Of course, we know that Pa Mbazulika Amechi, if I'm not mistaken, Dr. Ozie Ikedife, the former governor of Anambra State, Senator Ojo Zakalo, or the legal team led by Barrister Fanya Jafo have been visiting Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. No pictures of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu or where he detained. No picture of those places. None of them have been published like that of Governor Chukwuma Soludo. We only heard Ojo Zakalo visited, no picture. The only picture of the visit of Ojo Zakalo was that of 2017. That very picture where Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was wearing a native attire with something like red and black badge or stripe on the senator he was wearing. The picture of Ojo Zakalo's visit to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu that has been in circulation was that of 2017. His visit in the month of November 2021 in circulation. If there were pictures, we have not seen it. I've not seen it. You have not seen it. If you have seen it, please try it to us. Dr. Ikedife, the former governor of Anambra State, visited. No picture. If there were pictures, we have not seen it. The legal team, very legal team of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu have been going there. The most important people, so long as that very Kuje is concerned, that visit Nnamdi Kanu, the legal team, they have been going there. No picture. Why is the visit of Governor Charles Soludo so special that all of a sudden pictures are very beautiful pictures? The parlor was so beautiful. Whether it's a reception, I don't know where it is, but where they sat, the picture we have seen here, very beautiful. But the legal team have been visited, no picture. Ojo Zakalo, Ikedife, Dozie, no picture. Pam Bazulika Amechi, no picture. I also heard that George Obiozo, the President General for Hanes Ndebo, visited some time ago, no picture. That is the question. I hope you are preparing your answer. One that will give the answer, okay? Moving straight to the third question. After that, I'm going to read out some publications from the internet that are credited to either Barrister Fanya Jafo or anyone, regarding some of the questions I've asked so far tonight. The third question: why the sudden change of preferential treatment? Why the sudden change or preferential treatment of Governor Chukwuma Soludo during his visit? Why the sudden change? We are all praying for change. God answers prayers. But this very change, we have to ask some questions to make sure it is authentic. We know the character that is involved is a Nigerian politician. Of course, you also know what happened at his assumption of office. One of the statements he made, and of course, the security outfit he launched, you understand it, and his statement with regards to sit-at-home protest, which was a civil disobedience that is so peaceful, which our people have voluntarily embarked upon to make sure that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is released. We know that he's against it. We know that Professor Chukwuma Soludo is against the sit-at-home protest. He has done all he could to stop it. You remember the prayer? He called all the churches, all the bishops of different dioceses in Anambra State to come to Awka, the state capital, that very Monday. including the traditional rulers. All roads lead to Oka on Monday so that we can end this. Why they sit at home protest? Nnamdi Kanu. Governor Suludo kicked against it, fought against it. He is still against it. And then now he smashes Nnamdi Kanu. And then there is a sudden change of pictures and every other thing. That is the why the sudden change or preferential of Governor Chukwuma Suludo during his visit to Maxwell Nnawuihe Kanu on the 13th of May, 2022. Why the sudden change? Because we know that Barrister Fanny Jofo or Barrister Aloy Jimako, let me be specific, the leader of the legal team, Barrister Fanny Jofo, had told us, he had told the world after different visits to Maxwell Nnawuihe Kanu's dungeon in Abuja, Nigeria, that cameras are not allowed into that very place. He has told us categorically in different interviews, press briefings, updates, publications, that phones are not allowed. Wristwatch, just like this one I'm wearing now, wristwatch. It doesn't matter whether it's a rubber, is chain, is gold or diamond. Wristwatches have not been allowed. He has also told us that even eyeglasses were not allowed. Even biro, that sometimes they find it difficult. They couldn't debrief mass stripped off of their biro and writing materials. You remember the other time, even their belt, okay? That their belt were also stripped off of them. And they were forced to pull, and they walked in there on toes or with bedroom slippers. All right? And so on and so forth. All right? There was an update that was made by Barrister Fanny Jofo, a press statement on the 1st of August in 2021. And he said that they were practically stripped naked. They were just like, being stripped naked upon one of their visits to Maxwell Nnawuihe Kanu in the DSS dungeon in Abuja, Nigeria. And that was not once, it wasn't the second time. And he raised alarm. The third question, so why the sudden change? If there has been changes, if that you can now take pictures with Maxwell Nnawuihe Kanu in the DSS dungeon in Abuja, I believe that the legal team would have been the first to take pictures with him right there in the DSS dungeon. Why the sudden change? That is the third question. Now, did the legal team approve the visit of Governor Charles Chukwuma Suludo to Maxwell Nnawuihe Kanu? And if yes, why didn't they go with him on their court-approved visiting dates to join him also a picture taken, at least for the first time? Second question, why was the visit of Governor Charles Suludo special? Why was it special? In the sense that there were very big pictures, and where he met with Maxwell Nnawuihe Kanu was so beautiful and creative. That is the second question. The third, why the sudden change of preferential treatment of Governor Chukwuma Charles Suludo? These are the third questions. We are going to give how many minutes to the answers to these questions? We are going to give only 10 minutes. 10 minutes. These three questions, we are going to give 10 minutes. Each caller has about 2 minutes. 1 minute, 2 minutes to give your answer. 1 minute or 2 minutes to. We want to take answers from at least 10 people within the 10 minutes, 1 minute if possible, or 2 minutes. I know how to moderate the time. 10 callers, 8 callers, 8 callers, or 5 callers are okay. 5 are okay. Except maybe we decide to, to the number, making it 7 callers. 10 minutes. 7 callers, 5 callers, 7 callers to answer that are raised so far. Make it very brief and straight to the point. Very, very important, okay? I want you to get ready. I'm going to open the phone lines very, very shortly. Very, very shortly, okay? Let me bring this to the screen to keep reminding you of what this broadcast is all about. Share the broadcast immediately, please. Very, very important. Share it. Wherever you are, share the broadcast. Like the broadcast. Governor Suludo's visit to Maxwell Nnawuihe, question and answer with prayers. This is for our leader, Maxwell Nnawuihe. Very, very important. Yes. Our phone lines will be opened in the next few minutes. About 2 minutes. Our phone lines are going to be opened. Now our phone lines are opened. If you call now, we are going to take your call. The number to call on WhatsApp, if you want to call on WhatsApp, the number is 07084767258. That is the number to call on WhatsApp. If you want to call on WhatsApp, that is the number to call. WhatsApp calls only. 07084767258. If you want to call on direct phone voice call, direct voice call, to call with your credit, with airtime, the number is 080 3805 809. That is the number to call. 33805 809. That is the number to call on direct phone call. Direct. I think we have a caller. We have a caller on WhatsApp. And Keslo, you are welcome.
Good morning, Chineke.
Good morning to you.
So good afternoon. It's already midday here.
Good afternoon to you, based on your time. You're welcome.
Yes, thank you.
Your name and where you're calling from, please.
My name is Piero.
You're welcome.
I'm calling from America.
Please hold on a moment. I want the viewers to confirm that your voice is coming out clear. Please hold on. Don't end the call. If you hear the caller, please confirm it immediately. Wherever you're watching from, wherever you are watching from, confirm it. Can hear our first caller. Please do that without wasting time, that he may proceed with his answer to the question. I need anyone that is watching. Okay, successful victory says loud and clear. Continue, my brother Keselo. Continue with your answer.
Okay. Yes. Let me point with the question you asked.
Yes.
Regarding the delegate team approved the visit of Chukuma Suludo.
Yes.
To the best of my knowledge,
yes,
I would say yes. I would say yes.
Okay.
But I don't know if I'm able to expatiate.
Yes, go ahead. 2 minutes.
Yeah, the reason why I said the Lego team is aware of Soludo's visit is because
approved. Did they?
Yeah.
Yes, go ahead.
Yes, they approved it. His reason being, with the recent happening, the role with, in short, we don't seem to understand Barrister Ejiofor anymore.
Okay.
So with what is going on.
Okay.
Okay. So I don't know if Barrister Ejiofor is with us or he is with our enemy. I won't go further with it. Leave it there.
Okay.
And now, the number two, why didn't the Lego team go with him?
Okay. Let me the up to that very question number one. If yes, why didn't they go with him to at least take pictures? You know,
Yes.
to join in the picture taking, because they have not taken pictures with Mazen because they're visiting him. Do you have any answer to that? If possible. If you don't, you may proceed with the second
Yes,
answer.
yes, I have. They didn't go with him because what we call social engineering.
Okay.
They are psyching us. You know, this whole thing, they threw out that particular scenario to hear from the response of the what? To know what we say. So based on what we say in the social media, then they will now know the next move.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, the fact that a Jofo leader, so there should be no reason why Governor Soludo would have access to his clan without his knowledge.
Okay.
Otherwise, women, I mean, after the visit.
Okay. So yes,
then
you may proceed with the second question answer.
Yeah. Then number two.
Yes.
Number two was his visit. You know, why this visit is special?
Yes, with pictures.
Yeah. It is still
that
the
very
same
place.
thing.
Okay.
Yeah, it is still the same thing. Although you ask us to be objective and just answer the question. But if I'm allowed, yes, I will proceed. But these are all social engineering. Okay. That those are cooked up, scenes. Okay.
Okay.
Yes. Number three, still this sudden change is to psych us. These people are trying to manipulate us.
Which people?
Okay. I mean the federal government with the so-called appointees, the Fulani appointees we have in the southeast. Okay. The politicians, the traditional rulers, all of them are working hand in hand with the Fulani Caliphate against our common interest.
All right.
Okay. And I think I will stop here for now. Maybe as time goes on, then I will open up more.
Okay. Thank you very much, my dear. Yes. Because other questions are also coming. All right. We are taking three for now.
Yes,
okay. Thank you very much.
Yes. You're welcome.
Next caller, if your call comes in, we are going to take it. I love this very conversation. He talked about social engineering, trying to psych our people. Okay. Yes, if your call comes in, we're going to take it. We don't want delay in calls today so that we can proceed with other things we have in our hands. We must pray for Mazano before the end of this broadcast. Very important. The phone lines are opened. Does it mean you don't have answer to these questions? The first person has called. They keep asking for phone numbers. Precious Duhu. Precious. The phone number is displaying on the screen. Look at the screen. You will see the phone numbers. Look at the screen. Let me call it again. Let me call it out again. 07084767258. It's on the screen. 07084767258. That is WhatsApp. We have a call. Also, if you want to call direct voice call, you call 08033805809. 08033805809. That's for direct voice call. Caller on WhatsApp, please proceed. Your name and where you're calling from.
Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon to you.
My name is Gloria from US.
You're welcome. Welcome, everybody.
Okay. My apologies. I didn't get the first and second question. Probably I wasn't there when you mentioned the first and the second, but I heard the last one.
Okay, you can
So,
provide answer to the last one if you're prepared for that. There are still other questions. Go ahead.
uh, okay. So I think in my own notion, okay, Soludo visiting Mazin Kanu
The third question
in
is what
the,
you're answering. Why the sudden change
yes,
or preferential treatment during his visit? Go ahead.
okay. I think the whole thing is being planned. They just want to, first of all, we all know that Soludo has been
Your
against
name, please.
the Syria.
Sorry, did you give us your name?
Yeah, hold on, let me, maybe it's not coming. Am I not coming
You are
out
coming
well,
out. You are
please?
coming out. You are coming
My
out.
name is Gloria. Gloria.
Okay, okay, okay. God bless you.
Gloria.
Continue.
Yeah. So we all know that Soludo been on this issue of sit at home,
Mm,
trying to stop it.
mm,
So, and also he's also trying to claim that he is fighting for Mazen Kanu release.
mm.
Now he he wants to um, kind of put himself out to say, "Oh, Biafran, look, I am working towards the Mazen Kanu release,"
Mm.
and then going to visit him in that atmosphere, environment, looking very nice and everything looking beautiful is all planned. They are not real. I mean, this is my notion. I
Yeah.
don't know, okay, but these are just plans set up by the federal government and plus as the politicians in the southeast. Everyone, they are all coordinated together and they put all these things together just to deceive Biafrans.
Okay.
And those ones who will believe them, believe them. As far as I'm concerned, that thing is a stage play and it's like a movie. Okay.
Okay.
So the whole thing they put out there to make us believe that he is working and Mazlam Dikanu is in a good condition. Just as it's the same word, Barrister Jofo has been telling us Mazlam Dikanu is in a high spirit. If you read his statement, it also mentioned that Mazlam Dikanu is in a high spirit, he's this, he's that. And, and then that gets me worried and questioning that visit. Why did Mazlam Kanu also did not change his clothes in the court? So
Okay.
I'm going to leave it at this point because this is the only one I heard. Maybe as time goes, while you confront this of the questions, you can still provide. But I just want to say this quickly before I finish.
Okay.
Dear friends, please do not be deceived. Okay, do not be deceived. These people are really, really playing on our intelligence, and we cannot allow them to succeed. Mazin Amdekano is not, the condition is not what you saw played out that visit or whatever they call it. Thank you so much, and God bless. God bless Mazin Amdekano, and God bless you.
God bless you. God bless you. Bless you. Yes. That is our second color. That is our second color. Those of you that are asking for the phone number now, I hope you can see it. You can see the phone number, right? In the comment box. Can you see it? If your call comes in, we're going to take it. If your call comes in, we're going to take it. We have taken about 6 minutes. It's remaining 4 minutes. We call it a wrap on this segment. Then we proceed with the next question. This is the opportunity you have. That answer, all those in discussing, chatting in your different groups, your different platforms and all that, that you feel that is the correct answer. This is time to bring it up on this platform that more and more people may hear you. I don't know why some people are always shy when it comes to this opportunity given to them to say something or do something. They will continue to be shy. I don't know why that is the case. And after the broadcast or after the opportunity, you know, they will start regretting. Oh, I should have called. I should have this. I should have said that on that platform. I don't know why that is always the case. Our phone lines are still open. If you want to call, you have the opportunity. You are at liberty to do so if you want to call. That is, if you want to call, you don't want to call. The three questions are there. Clement Aneto, watching on Facebook. God bless you. I recognize your presence. You are watching from Kent, United Kingdom. We have a caller on WhatsApp. Caller your name and where you're calling from.
Hello, Pastor Nnawuihe, I greet you.
You are welcome, my dear brother. You're welcome.
Calvary greeting. This is Barrister Duru.
You're welcome, my dear.
I'm calling you from Germany.
You are welcome. God bless you.
Yeah, thank you, my pastor. It's been a long while. Like I said, I had a problem with my phone, and I just
sorry about that.
My son's phone.
You're welcome.
And I got you now, and I'm so happy that I'm speaking again.
You're welcome.
Yeah, I was able to write down the questions you asked.
Okay.
And I have actually heard from one or two persons their own view.
Yes.
I think people are entitled to their opinions and about the issue. The first person expressed some doubt about Sifanye Jofo and kind of ways. This has actually been a little kind of a problem over time. So many people are having mixed feelings about Sifanye Jofo.
Yes, your own answer.
I say
your answer, very, very important. The first question, the second, and the third, your own answer, so that you will be able to give us the answer before the time goes off or time's off on you.
Okay.
Or time's out, I should say.
Okay. The first question. The first question is: did the legal team approve the visit of Governor Suludo
yes.
to Maxwell Nnawuihe?
Yes.
And if yes, why didn't they go with him
on court approved visiting date?
On court approved visiting date.
And also join him in taking pictures. Yes, at least
and
for the first time.
Taking pictures.
Yes.
And the second one is okay. Let's talk about the first one.
The second one. Why was the visit of the governor special in the sense that we saw picture and also the environment?
With,
yes,
pictures and beautiful
environment,
beautiful
and the atmosphere as well.
Exactly. And the third one,
why the sudden change or preferential treatment
of
yes.
Suludo
yes.
during his visit of the Maxwell Nnawuihe?
Of course, yes.
So my take on the first question.
Yes.
First question, my take on it is, I don't think that the legal team of Onyendu Maxwell Nnawuihe were actually consulted.
Okay.
Consulted. Nigeria, they act on impunity a lot.
Okay.
They act on impunity a lot, and anybody who is going to represent the interest of the Janjaweed are the people they will approve. After the first visit to Maxwell Nnawuihe, which is Ojus Okalo,
yes,
that actually raised a lot of dust and questions, to which Barrister Sifanye Jofo came very hard and made it explicitly that he was consulted and he never approved. Even as at that, they also took laws into their hands by allowing Ojus Okalo have his way to go and visit our leader Maxwell Nnawuihe without his consent, because even Maxwell Nnawuihe was not consulted in that visit, because they know too well that if Maxwell Nnawuihe is alerted on his visit, he will vehemently disapprove Ojus Okalo from coming to see him. You know that Ojus Okalo is a two-edged sword.
Okay.
It's a two-edged sword. So I don't think that the legal team were aware,
or they
rather,
approved.
it was still approved the visitation, if at all there was any thing like visitation of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, because even as at this point, there are still I still have my doubts that the person Suludo is said to have visited is our leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu.
Okay.
You know, I also have my facts. The reason why I am of the opinion that the person he visited was not Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. There is nothing impossible with this British, more especially where Katrina Lang is involved. Katrina Lang is involved with Suludo. There is nothing impossible with these British people. You know, these people have been enemies.
Okay.
I must be very frantic with it. So the visitation, I don't think that the legal team were actually approved that visitation.
Okay. The second question, because of time. And the third question.
Sorry. Okay, sorry. Let me just end it up with this phrase. And that is the reason why you see that Barrister Ejiofor is still silent on the issue of that visitation. Look at it again. A question was asked funnily by Justice Binta Nyako in the court there, trying to ask Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and his lawyer, asking him of what is his football fan. It has everything and indices that has everything to do with the visitation of Governor Suludo on the said Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and what Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was wearing, his uniform. I know what it takes to say that somebody is a football fan, a fan of a particular club. You know, if you know how freaking fanatical they used to be, somebody who is like my son, somebody who is an Arsenal fan, can never in this life want to wear any jersey or uniform or clothes belonging to Liverpool or Chelsea. Okay. But what Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, they said Mazi Nnamdi Kanu that he visited wore on that very day. Okay. The football shirt he wore that day was called, my son called it Atletico Madrid. Atletico Madrid has nothing to do with anything that has to do with Liverpool. And they asked Mazi Nnamdi Kanu that question stylishly in court. Okay, summarize. He said, I am from birth, I have been a Liverpool supporter. Okay. So I put that to a stop there. The second listen, why was the visit of the last, which is the third, and please in 1 minute because of time. You have already taken 7 minutes. Okay. You know, today we are trying to moderate, unlike before. Okay, thank you for your understanding. Go ahead. Okay. In 1 minute. Why the sudden change or preferential treatment of yes. The preferential treatment of Suludo, I don't know if I understand it to be Suludo of a Suludo on Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. No, Suludo, the preferential treatment, the sudden change or the preferential treatment, in the sense that they allowed him to sit comfortably with Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, where the lawyers never sat with him. We have not seen it. The pictures, the environment, the atmosphere. I am going to also read out the statement of Suludo. He said that the atmosphere was so convivial and other things he said. We are coming to that very much later. Please, 1 minute summarize. Okay, let me summarize my own. That goes to show you that show you that Suludo never visited Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. That person he said he visited, that he went to visit there, and with those pictures and cordial environments that he visited him and all that was never and not Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. The issue is so many people we have been telling him, if you say you visited Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and in such a serene place, to which even his lawyer, even the senior advocate that has visited many times and has never been allowed to have his way, even a picture, one single picture. All right. And He has never been allowed nothing of sort. If you say you did that, show us a video.
Okay.
Show us a video. And up to today, he was not able to do that. Like the first caller said, that in social engineering, they are trying to psych up Biafrans to be able to know what would be our reaction. So
thank you very much.
It is a reaction that we prepare the next reaction.
All right.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thanks for calling.
Yeah.
God bless you.
Thank
Yes.
You. Yeah.
Yes, I am extending it by 5 more minutes because we have taken about 3 callers. We have taken 3 callers. A call comes to us right away, we're going to take it. Yes, we have another caller on WhatsApp. You are on, please. Your name and where you're calling from, please. Be very, very precise. Okay?
Good evening, sir. Good evening.
Good evening.
My name is Helen Chika.
Helen
and
Chika?
I'm calling from Denmark.
You're calling from Denmark.
Okay. I'm
God
calling
bless you.
from Denmark. Yeah.
Go ahead.
Yeah. The first question, I want to say that the legal team, they weren't aware of the visit.
Okay. They
one.
didn't approve it?
They didn't approve it because if they have approved it, they would have been there at least to take a picture with Suludo and Onyendu.
Okay.
Number 2, they did it. My mind is telling me, and I'm very sure that is not Onyendu Nnamdi Kanu that took that picture, because from the clothes he's wearing, you can see that is not him. Because when at the court, the Bianta Yakos asked him Binta Yakos asked him which team he supports. You can see the difference from the wearing. So it's double gang. And I'm afraid there was this thing I read sometimes. Somewhere somebody made mention of it in South Africa, where a secret room where they are producing exactly the double gang of Nnamdi Kanu. They didn't allow that person to come inside. I'm very, very sure. With this British, that is the person they persuaded to do.
Okay.
Number 3.
Yes.
Number 3. This Suludo is just to deceive the Biafrans.
Okay.
Just for him to get the grant that no more sit at home. Just to deceive people. But thank God we didn't fall to that victim.
Yeah.
For me, I think
prove that to prove that
deceit.
he met with Maxwell Nnawuihe and discussed with him.
Yes.
And that he can talk to him and he can listen to him.
Exactly.
Okay.
So we don't need to go for sit at home every Monday, just for him to carry up his own activities.
All right. Thank you very much.
That's all.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Yes, this caller was very, very brief and direct, about 2 minutes and some seconds. I very, very much. I appreciate her. Yes, if your call comes to us, we're going to take it. If your call comes to us, we are definitely going to take it. Caller on WhatsApp, it seems that your call is hanging. You can drop it and call back immediately. Caller on WhatsApp, there is an active call there, but it seems it's hanging. You can drop the call and call back immediately if you can hear me. You can also call on direct voice call 33805-809. Zero 33805-809. That is if you want to call. On direct voice call. On direct voice call. In the next 3 minutes, we're going to call it up. We're going to call it. We're going to draw curtain on this 3 segment, this very 3 question segment. We have taken answers from 4 people. If you want to call, I think 3 minutes, 3 more minutes, we'll go to the next questions. If we go to the next questions, your answers are not accept. Okay, let me just leave that for now. In the next 3 minutes to the next question, we're going to the fourth question. For those of you that are joining us now, the first question is this. Did the legal team approve the visit of Governor Charles Chukwuma Suludo to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu? If yes, why didn't they go with him on their court-approved visiting dates and join him in the picture taking, at least for the first time in the DSS dungeon since Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was abducted from Kenya to Nigeria? The barristers have not taken any pictures. We have not seen any picture they have taken with him in the DSS dungeon in Abuja, Nigeria. So if they approved that Governor Chukwuma Suludo, I believe also that upon the approval of his visit, they must also be told of what they are not allowed during the visit. So the cameras and the picture taking was not a something that took place in the DSS dungeon in Abuja, Nigeria. The authorities, they know. And of course, the governor was aware that he's permitted to do so. So if the legal team were aware and approved of it, I think they would have also joined him in the picture taking, at least for the first time. Yes, caller on direct voice call, your name and where you're calling from. Caller on direct voice call, I have picked your call. Caller on 07032, I have picked your call, please.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening to you.
My name is Donatus. I'm calling from the north, sir.
You are welcome.
Yes, sir. Sir, on this Suludo visiting Nnamdi Kanu and why is it that the lawyers are not in agreement? That's where I'm going to talk. So on this issue, sir, I think, in this matter in our place, you see this, all these politicians and what is happening in the case of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Our politicians, all of them are involved.
Okay.
Are trying to play politics. They want to use the avenue as an opportunity to play their politics. And also, it is the time to tell the Biafrans to take whatever, going by what we hear about this issue of double body. Then we want to use everything to test it and to know what will be the reaction of the Biafrans and what will be our reaction and how the people are going to take it. If they are going to make it, they will now know that nothing will happen if they do. People will not detect. So they will want that avenue to check whether people will identify. If at all they have already produced one, they want to avenue where they can display that as a statement to know what will be the reaction of the people. That's number one thing about. That's one thing I am persuaded of that. And secondly, I'm talking about the issue of why is it that the legal team didn't visit alongside with him. So they may know that he may not have a good intention, a good plan for his freedom. They may not agree with his visit as long as they didn't reach a maximum agreement with him. Perhaps they didn't see, they foresaw that maybe he's not going there to talk about Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to apparent freedom. So they are going there to talk about how to restore peace in Anambra State, in that the place is in chaos. Just the only thing, maybe the lawyers may not be in agreement. But talking about them, they might be aware, just like in the case of Odrus or Kanu, they may be aware, but they may not be in agreement. That can also constitute another thing that they will not want to follow him to go. And another one is that it could be that for logistics reasons, they may not want to go with him, maybe because they don't have opportunity to go with him that very point in time. And finally, I'm saying that it could be a plot politics. They want to play politics. Everything can happen. They can use everything at this time to play politics or not. That's my contribution, sir.
Thank you very much, my dear brother Donatus, calling all the way from the northern Nigeria. God bless you. Thank you very much. Very soon, I'm going to come with a fourth question. A caller on WhatsApp, your call was came to us while we were on call with a person on direct phone call. If you want to call, you can call back. Yes. I hope all of you are listening to all the answers to the questions. I hope you were. Yes, we have a caller on WhatsApp. Caller on WhatsApp, thank you for joining us. Your name and where you're calling from. Make sure you are taking these answers into consideration. We are going to pray before the end of this broadcast. The time into the broadcast is 1 hour 20 minutes, and the time by the clock is 7:49 p.m. where I am. Please like the broadcast and share it immediately. Continue. Caller on WhatsApp.
Yeah, good evening, Pastor.
Good evening to you.
And good evening, Biafrans all over the world.
God bless you, my dear.
Yeah, according to your question, why did the
yes, the
Suludo
first question, did the legal team approve the visit of Governor Suludo? Number two, why was the visit of Governor Suludo very special? Because there were pictures in a beautiful place. Number three, why the sudden change or preferential treatment? The way they treated Governor Suludo was very, very special. Go ahead.
Okay, I would say that the legal team may not be aware of the visit.
They didn't approve it.
They didn't approve it.
Okay. Go ahead.
And looking at those pictures, the man there is not Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. I don't believe it today. I don't believe that man is my leader. That man is not my leader. It's not the Mazi Nnamdi Kanu I know. For the fact that British and our evil politicians are involved.
Okay.
And that Catalan, that's British High Commissioner. That
Katrina Lang.
Catalan, they can do anything to keep us in a perpetual slavery. That man there is not my leader. So that is my take. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Yes. Thank you. All right. We are calling it a wrap on this very segment. We are going to the fourth question. The fourth question. Why didn't Barrister Ifeanyi Ejiofor or Barrister Aloy Ejimakor tell us that the cloth of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has been changed? Why didn't they tell us? Because they have been telling us his cloth has not been changed. Of course, we have been seeing it. Coming to court with the same cloth. Not only coming to court with the same cloth, even in the DSS dungeon where he is. The barristers have been telling us that they have not allowed a change of cloth for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. They have been telling us repeatedly. They have not told us that there are other clothes that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu wears in the DSS dungeon. They have been telling us it is the same cloth, the Fendi cloth, the Fendi cloth. They never told us that the cloth of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has been changed. If the cloth of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was changed and they knew it, when was it changed? Because they kept telling us, even in this month of May, they kept telling us that his clothes has not been changed. We remember that on the 8th, was it the 8th of April, that the judge ordered that the cloth of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu should be taken from the court down to the DSS dungeon so that he can be able to change his clothes. The judge has ruled several times. These questions are very critical and important. And the answers are also very important. The judge has ruled several times that his clothes be changed. They should allow him to change clothes. And it is one of the suits that was filed by the legal team of Nnamdi Kanu challenging why DSS have not been complying with the court orders, which includes allowing Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to change his clothes. So, all of a sudden, Governor Chukwuma Suludo appears in DSS dungeon in Abuja, Nigeria, and then we see Mazi Nnamdi Kanu in a new cloth. Praise the Lord. Hallelujah. We thank God for anything that is positive, anything that is good. We welcome it. It's what we are praying for. But why didn't Barrister Fanya Jofo or Barrister Lloyd Jamako or any of the members of the legal team, more especially Barrister Fanya Jofo, because he speaks for the legal team, he is the leader of the legal team. Why didn't they tell us that the clothes of Mazen Namdekano has been changed? Why did we have to see it by ourselves being published with a politician that is against sit-at-home protest? Sit-at-home protest, which is for days of Mazen Namdekano. That is the question number 4. If you call, we're going to take calls. Why didn't the barrister tell us that the clothes of Mazen Namdekano has been changed? Because this is a man that is leading 70 million people. Every matter about him that comes to the public knowledge, more especially in this critical time where there are enemies everywhere, liars everywhere, where there is a plan to do a body double of Mazen Namdekano, where there are so many things going on, you have to update us with any major change, such as the cloth, because we know that he has been wearing the same cloth for about 10 months, as you have told us several times. And now that there's a new cloth, why didn't they tell us that the cloth has been changed? They can't forget to bring such to our notice in a hurry. They can't forget it. It's deliberate, or they are not aware, or they were surprised as all of us were surprised as that very picture came to the public domain. Yes, caller, Gloria, you're welcome. Go ahead.
Yeah, thank you, sir. 2 things are involved. I mean, to my own understanding, it could be that they are not aware that Suludo was actually going there, so they wouldn't know if any change of load, or they are aware, but they know there's nothing like change of clothing. There's nothing, it doesn't exist. They know that Mazen Namdekano has never changed, even up to today. So they won't come out to say what is not obtainable or what is not existing.
Now, in addition to that, so that you can give a comprehensive answer, although you have mentioned it in your previous call, and other callers have also made reference to it. That is this. We know that the cloth that Mazen Namdekano wore that very day was the jersey of Atletico Madrid, rather than Liverpool, which is his club, the club that he supports. And we also heard that very question by Justice Binta Nyako. I don't think that Justice Binta Nyako would have just asked that question without a connection to it. It is just like the statement of Barrister Labaran Shuaibu after the court date on the 18th or on the 19th of January, that Mazen Namdekano has denied being the leader of the indigenous people of Biafra. And you know what happened on the 17th, that the name of Namdekano was removed as the leader of IPOB and director of Radio Biafra. And the next day in court, being the 19th, right? Or the 18th, right? The 18th. Now, after the court sitting, Mazen Namdekano denied being the leader of any proscribed group, not the leader of the indigenous people of Biafra. Rather than the lawyer quoting him verbatim in his press statement or press briefing, he said something completely different. So when you bring it to the statement or the question of Justice Binta Nyako on the 18th, regarding the club that Mazen Namdekano supports, they are similar. So
you want me to...
And Mazen Namdekano answered that his club is Liverpool, but the jersey he was wearing upon the visit of the governor was that of Atletico Madrid. I don't think that somebody like Mazen Nnamdi will just accept anything and put on his body. Everything that Mazen Nnamdi wears speaks and sends message across. I don't want to say more than this. I am turning the mic to every one of you, so continue with your answer. Go ahead. Thank you.
That's right. You have actually said it all. Because to me, that clothes, there's nothing like clothing has been changed ever.
Okay.
And now, Binta Anyako actually try to make the whole world and also Biafrans to understand that, look, even though she didn't put it direct, those who have common sense will understand that her question actually addressed the issue or the what people are thinking about the clothing Maznan Kanu, or Maznan can have changed clothes and all of that. So she asking Maznan Kanu what club is your support was exactly that clothing is not Maznan Kanu, and Maznan Kanu has not changed clothes. So it's simple and it's very exclusive to everyone. If the Barrister Jaffor or his Mazda Mekano lawyer legal team knows very well that he has not changed clothes.
And he
So
wore
whatever
and he wore the same clothes to court, the same week,
yes,
the same week, right? No, the visit was on Friday. Then the next week, his next public appearance should have been different because there is a new cloth. Or was it only one cloth that they brought for him? I don't know. Go ahead and
so
conclude.
there's another thing I actually want to point out as well. My own observation.
Okay.
If you look straight to Mazinam Dekan's facial expression, the happy or whatever, how he looks, the beers, the Mazinam Dekanu beers in Soludo is not the same beers with Mazinam Dekanu in the court. How far distance? I know I'm not a man, but he visited on the 13th, so it's not that too far for Mazinam Dekanu beers to grow that fast.
Okay. What is the difference? Yes.
So the
what is the difference?
The difference is that when somebody should look, people should look critically to the Soludo's Mazinam Dekanu and look at the real Mazinam Dekanu in the court. Look at the face, look at the beard, and you're gonna see the difference. Like Mazinam Dekanu Soludo was really, they took care of him, kept him in a neat manner. You know, was very very kept. They shaved everything, smooth everything, make everything look so nice.
Okay.
But Mazinam Dekanu in the court is telling you, this is me suffering here. I am being unkept. The way I was kidnapped from Kenya till for 11 months is the same way I am. Nigerians, the whole world. Biafrans, this is me. So people should just also look at that aspect. So I'm not to me, I'm not sure that the legal teams will just come out and start saying that he has changed clothes when they know very well that he has not changed clothes. And Mazlan Kano wouldn't be subjected to wear what he doesn't want to wear.
That's thank you very much. Yes.
Yeah, thank you, sir.
Thank you. All right. On question number 4, we are still on question number 4. Why didn't Barrister Ifeanyi Ejiofor or Barrister Aloy Ejimakor tell us that the clothes of Mazen and Kano has been changed? Also, why the Atletico Madrid jersey rather than the Liverpool jersey, which MNK, Mazen and Kano supports? And considering the question of Justice Binta Nyako to Mazen and Kano on his favorite football club, Mazen Nnamdi said he's a supporter of Liverpool. But on Friday, during the visit of Governor Suludo, he was wearing another club's jersey, Atletico Madrid, rather than Liverpool. And you know that Mazen Nnamdi cannot just wear anything. He can't just put on any clothes. Things that Mazen Nnamdi wears, I've been following him up, both when he was in Biafra land have visited in that palace have paid a visit 9 good times. And each of the time we had audience, each of the time we had interaction, or he came out and addressed us, looking at him from head to toe, everything Mazen kind of puts on speaks. They are symbolic. They send message across. So I am not speaking as a total novice. And when it comes to such a very sensitive aspect of his, should I say, his hobby or social life, with regards to entertainment, football, sports, his club is Liverpool, and you bought a jersey of Atletico Madrid for him, and he wears it. And then the next court appearance, a question comes to him. Which club is your favorite football club? Just like that. The question just came. As if Justice Bintanyako saw him wearing the jersey of Atletico Madrid. And now the judge wants to know whether that jersey you are wearing the other day on Friday is the jersey of a club. So tell the court, can you tell us your club? My own club, oh, Justice Bintanyako, my club is Liverpool. What about you, Nnamdi Kanu? Nnamdi Kanu, he says, it's the same. Your football club and my football club are the same. From the age of 7, I've been a supporter and a fan of Liverpool. But you were wearing the jersey of another club on Friday. Yes. And the lawyers didn't tell us that the cloth of Mazen and the Khan has been changed. No official press statement, not even IPOB spokesperson, told us that the cloth of Mazen and the Khan has been changed, which is one of the paramount, one of the critical aspects, one of the lamentations of the IPOB leadership and the legal team, that they have denied Mazen and the Khan a change of cloth. 10 months. And now the cloth is changed. You didn't tell us. Is this such a development? Is this such a change that could be easily forgotten or overlooked that they didn't tell us? Please, your answer. Your answer, please. Very important. If your call comes in, that is question number 4. We are going to take it. Caller on phone call, caller on voice call, direct line. You're welcome. Go ahead.
Yes, thanks, sir, for welcoming me again. And please do not. I still want to talk on this issue. Why is it that our leader is a Liverpool fan and his cloth was changed and is not the cloth of Liverpool jersey? So,
Okay.
you know, that's where I want to say that even that our lawyers, Ifeanyi Ejiofor, they still have something to tell us that they should be asked questions. That's what I've been thinking after that incident. I've been looking at the means of to get number, Pastor Ejiofor's number, so that I will ask him some questions. You know, as I talk, they need to answer us some questions on this regarding to this. And secondly, what I want to say is this. On that issue, you know, what God wants to open shame, disgrace the enemy. He always uses everything to make their plan to scatter. Come, they want to use it because assuming they were wise, they would have first of all consulted Nnamdi Kanu and asked him which club do you like mostly. So before they will now go and use that Atletico Madrid jersey to go and test this their body double, because I believe this is not our leader. I said it that day. Even I was discussing with my wife that this is not he. because I was not convinced. So that's on that ground is why I say that our lawyers need to answer us some questions.
Thank you very much. Thank you, my dear brother. Some people may be asking why these questions. Why? Because we are asking for a nation. We want to be independent. We want to be free. Biafra should be restored. It's our right, inalienable right. Yes, guaranteed in the international, or should I say, United Nations Charter and Declarations on Human Rights of the indigenous people. Yes. We must be conscious that everything we are doing regarding the case of Nnamdi Kanu, the problem that some people have is that they are still looking at Nnamdi Kanu and following up his case as an individual. They are still following up the case of Nnamdi Kanu as it is Nnamdi Kanu, the Crown Prince of Isama Faruku Ibeku, Nnamdi Kanu, the husband of Mrs. Uche Chukwu Kanu, Nnamdi Kanu, his children are 2 in number. They are not following up the case of Nnamdi Kanu with the consciousness and the understanding that this is a leader of not less than 70 million people. And that is why they are having problem in their perspectives and in their comments and the way they reason about the case of Nnamdi Kanu. If you reason the way we reason, if you think the way we think, if you have the kind of knowledge and understanding we have about Nnamdi Kanu, you will wake up. It's not everything you see about him that you take. It's not everything that happens about him or against him or around him or that people does to him or they say about him that you just take just like that, hook, line, and sinker. No, you'll be more critical. You will be more critical with anything that has to do with Nnamdi Kanu. You won't just take it lightly. His cloth was changed and we were not told. And the next day in court, on the 18th, after the 13th, when the cloth was changed, he wore the same Fendi cloth he has been wearing for 10 months to court. But on Friday, he wore a new cloth, right? Then going to court, he wore the same old cloth. Why didn't the lawyers tell us that the cloth has changed? Why? And why did he wear the same old cloth to court? The next court date, on the 18th, while he wore a new cloth on Friday. Why? Does it mean that they bought only one cloth for him? Only one cloth? Only one cloth? If that is the truth, that is an insult to him. He shouldn't have even changed the cloth. If the only one cloth, if that was the only one cloth they bought for him, it's an insult to him. His cloth has not changed. And maybe that is why he decided to wear the same Fendi cloth on the 18th. So the cloth he wore on Saturday, on Friday, was it for entertainment? Was it for picture? And if the answer is yes, it's an insult to him and it's an insult to all of us. That you change his clothes so they can take picture with him. And after that, he continue with the old clothes. And if that is not the answer, if his cloth has changed, he has been wearing new cloth in the DSS. Why didn't the lawyers tell us that his cloth has changed? That is the question. In the next 2 minutes, if there are no phone calls, I will go to the next question. And after the question and answer segment, we are going into prayers and we will not take calls. So if you want to call, the time is now. Some of the things I've said, trying to throw in more light, I didn't plan to say them. I just wanted to only ask questions. You are the one to give the answer. But all the same, if you still have an answer to the number 4 question, go ahead. Number 4 question, that's where we are now. That is exactly where we are. Yes. Remember, this is cycle of 40 years, part 9. Cycle of 40 years of the new generation of Biafrans started in 2006. And this new generation of Biafrans were the generation of Biafrans that came after the generation that fought the Civil War between 1967 to 1970. Their own generation started in 1966, and the cycle of their 40 years as a generation ended in 2006. Our own generation cycle of 40 years started in 2006. We have taken about 15 years out of our 40 years allocated to us as a generation. Ojukwu was the leader of the generation that fought the war. Nnamdi Kanu is the leader of this new generation. And today we are asking a question, seeking for answers into Governor Soludo's visit to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu on Friday, the 13th of May, 2022. The first question, we have heard it. Some of you have provided answer to it. We are not going back to them again. Did the legal team approve the visit of Charles Suludo? That was the first question. We are not going back to it because the answers have been provided. The second question, why was the visit of Governor Charles Suludo very special? Because there were pictures, and where he was sitting with Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was so beautiful, which the barristers never experienced, or we never saw the pictures. Number 3, why the sudden change? Why was Governor Soludo treated very specially during his visit? We know that people like Pa Mbazulika Mechi visited. There was no such treatment. Dr. Dozie Kedife, former governor of Anambra State, visited him. No such treatment. Professor George Obiozo visited him. No such special treatment. Ojo Zokalo the same. The visit of Ojo Zokalo was special because it was against the time and it was against the knowledge of the legal team. It was also special, but there was no pictures apart from the one of 2017. So why? And this is a governor that is against sit-at-home protest. Sit-at-home protest for the release of Nnamdi Kanu. He's against it. He wanted to end now. Remember, I will come back to his own statement. Why he visited Nnamdi Kanu. We are coming back to that. We will come to it. Now, the fourth question. Why didn't Barrister Ifeanyi Ejiofor or Barrister Law Ejimako tell us that the cloth of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has been changed? Caller on WhatsApp, your name and where you're calling from.
Yeah, hello, Pastor.
Hello to you.
My name is Jacqueline Obedeta. I'm calling from US.
You're welcome.
I just came in now. I only heard your fourth question, but when I saw that picture of Soludo and Mazi Nnamdi, I questioned it. When I sent message to Biafra United, that person is not Nnamdi. From that day, as I was screening here, if you look at the picture, the person is fatter and a little bit shorter than Nnamdi.
Okay.
Then when you look at the head, it's true that Nnamdi has a bald head. That one is wider and more deeper. The curve, there's a big curve on it, and the head is very big. Okay. You see that the person is wearing a mask. Then if you bring the picture closer, if you widen it, you see that the eyes is a little bit inner. I know when people are, I'm a nurse in America. Okay. So when you see that the eyes is inside, then if you look at the bears, a human being normal skin, and that one is not normal. Gilead, the skin of Soludo and his own skin, they are not the same.
Okay.
The beard is coil, and everything is white. And there is no eyebrow there. Nnamdi Kanu has a black eyebrow. He still has an eyebrow. And the face is normal, like a human being face. Ozahaza, it's not big. That one, Suludo Zaraza. So the person, if you look down, you see the tummy and the waist, how that the waist of the person is wide and big. The person is big, fat. That no Suludo, the person with Suludo is very fat. And when Mazi appeared, he was slimmer than the person. The next one is this. I don't know how the weather is Nigeria is. I don't know if there is Hamatan there, Then, and the environment, I know that wherever they put him in DSS, there is no AC there, Assuming the office has AC, I don't know, or there is Hamatan. The weather does not call for that kind of clothes. Wearing turtleneck, rubber clothes, long sleeve, the whole body covered. The people that wear that kind of clothes, dressing, is those that are wearing masks, because you have to cover your chest, so that people, even the hand, they have the one they wear in the hands. Like if you check the hand, there is no, you can't see any wrinkles, you can't see any, blood vessels or nerves that go through the skin. The hand, they're very, very clean. They're one they wear on their hand. So for him to dress like that, wear turtleneck, rubber clothes, in a weather that is hot in Nigeria at this time, it's not Hamatan, I don't know, and come out. Then I don't know how the level of AC, maybe they have light there or what, for him to dress like that and come out. Then that environment he was sitting, where is it? Is it the DSS office? That's in what I am concluding. That person from day one is not Nnamdi. Then my question is, who is the person, and why should Suludo go to that extent to deceive us, or he want to make a jest of us, make fool of us, or he feel that the IPOB people or Igbos or the lovers of Nnamdi, they are fools or what? To make fun of us. What is it? Why? Why? And who is that person? Then why should the government, to do maths is not maths of somebody like that. It's not maybe it's not maybe let me say 5 naira or 10 naira. It's money. Who spent time and paid money to duplicate Nnamdi Kanu, and why? Why should they duplicate him? Why? So it's not something we have to overlook. Why? And Suludo to be at the forefront of it. They are the people that arrange with the DOS, the right-hand men with Nnamdi, and deceive him and sold him to Nigerians. Nobody's talking. It's not just like telling us he changed clothes. That person is not Nnamdi, and it's not him. Did he change clothes when we saw him? No, it's not everything we blame the lawyer, tell us. They don't need to. He did not change clothes. And the person is not him, so it's not their business. They are there for Nnamdi. It's not for any fake person. That. So we have to, call a spade. And this Suludo is out for something. He's out for something. No, he's a shameless Igbo politician. They're shameless. They're slaves. They have no conscience. They are slaves, cost people. That they are serving their fellow man. That they will sell their people for strangers. I don't know what is wrong with them. Who caused them? Which generation of Igbos, who caused them? They are criminals.
All right. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. You can summarize.
All right.
Thank you.
Yeah. So why should this happen? Why, and who did it? And who is that person? Why should they duplicate Nnamdi? Why?
You can summarize now. You can summarize.
So what I'm saying, that person is not him, and the lawyers, in short, they don't need to say anything. It's better they keep quiet, because what are they going to say? They are not part of it. Maybe they don't know.
Thank you. You can summarize now.
No.
You can summarize.
So,
Thank you
my
very
dear,
much.
okay, God bless you for the good work you people are doing, and may God protect you in Jesus' name.
Amen.
Yeah.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Okay, then.
Yes.
All right.
Remember, it's a very direct question. And I said before, we address the question, no name calling. No name calling. It's a very simple question. You answer the question, you throw in more light. Everybody has two minutes, please. All right? The fourth question is there. If your call comes to us, we're going to take it. If you have answer to the number 4 question, you are free to call in and give us the answer. Number 4 question, why didn't Barrister Fanya Jofo or Barrister Lloyd Mako tell us that the cloth of Mazen Namdekan has been changed? I've elaborated on that. I've explained it. I've made it very simple for you to understand why that question. And that question is very critical because they have been telling us his cloth has not been changed, and we know it. That is the truth. Justice Bintanyako herself has asked the DSS, even on the 18th, why is it that they are not obeying the court orders? Have you forgotten that question? Have you forgotten the question of Justice Bintanyako? Let me bring it to you. Because when we were here live on air on 18th, the brother of Mazen Namdekan posted that question on his timeline on Facebook, and I showed it to you. You saw it on the screen. Let me bring back that question. Justice Bintanyako, the trial judge, on the 18th of May, that was last week, Wednesday, asked DSS a question. Why are you not obeying the court orders? So if the cloth was changed, why didn't the DSS tell the court that they obeyed the order? Because his cloth has changed. That he wore a new cloth on Friday before the court date. That the cloth has changed. Why didn't they answer? And why did the judge ask the question? I know there are other court orders that they have not complied with. I am bringing the screen to you right now. I'm bringing the screen of that question to you. Very important. Let me scroll to where it is. Oh, dear Lord. Okay. Let me bring it to you right now. That was the question that the judge asked the detaining authority. Look at it here. Bintanyako questions DSS on why they flout her court orders. I hope you have seen it. Bintanyako questions DSS on why they flout her court orders. One of the court orders was allow Nnamdi Kanu to change clothes. DSS disobeyed several times. The lawyers told us, they updated us, and now if the cloth of Mazen Nnamdi Kanu has changed, the question number 4, why didn't the lawyers tell us? Also, why didn't the DSS answer the judge that they have allowed his cloth to change? That was one of the orders. that the court gave, which they flouted many times. And now, if they had complied with that very order, why didn't they tell the judge that the cloth has changed? And why didn't the lawyer tell us that the cloth of Nnamdi Kanu has been changed? Why should it be something that we discover about ourselves after the visit of Governor Suludo in a viral picture? If you want to call, go ahead and call. That is if you want to call. Yes. In the next 2 minutes, I'm going to bring to you the fifth question. The fifth question. The fifth question. The number 5 question. In the next 2-3 minutes, I'm going to come with it. If you want to call, you are at liberty to do so. The number to call, 07084767258. That is WhatsApp. WhatsApp call, 07084767258. If you look at the YouTube channel comment section, the numbers are pinned in the comment section. The numbers are pinned there in the comment section on YouTube. So you have the number to call already. If you're watching on Facebook, so the number, I've called it out, 07084767258. That is the number to call on WhatsApp. If you want to call on direct voice call, 08033805809, 08033805809. Yes. Very soon I'm coming to you with the fifth question. The fifth question. Very important. Very, very important. You have the number as well on the screen. If you're watching on the screen right now, you will see the number displaying on the screen. You have the numbers to call. I am bringing you the fifth question. The barristers have told us at different times that cameras were not allowed, phone is not allowed, wristwatch, even biro, their eyeglasses, many times. I'm going to read out some publications to you for you to understand these questions are very powerful and important. So how come that at the visit of Governor Chukwuma Suludo, cameras were allowed, pictures were taken? Meanwhile, when the issue of the leadership of IPOB came up, more especially with regards to the protest, there were discordant tones. There were different kind of discussions, agreements, accusations. Oh, the sit-at-home protest has been suspended. Oh, it's not suspended. Oh, we should carry on. No, no, no. If you are observing the sit-at-home protest, you are going contrary to the chain of command of IPOB. There were a lot of discussions. There were a lot of argument. There was a lot of confusion. So many things happened. And some Biafrans said, okay, to put this argument to rest, the barristers should tell Mazen Nnamdi Kanu to make a voice note, even if it's 3 minutes voice note or 10 minutes voice note or video, and address Biafrans, even if it's 3 minutes or 10 minutes. Let Biafrans hear the voice of Mazen Nnamdi Kanu addressing some of these issues from the DSS where he's been detained. The barristers told us that phones are not allowed in the DSS dungeon in Abuja, Nigeria. That cameras are not allowed. That Mazen Nnamdi Kanu does not watch television there. There's no television. That he is in solitary confinement. That you cannot enter there with phone. You cannot enter there with wristwatch. They used to take away their wristwatch, even their biro that they're using to write. Sometimes they remove their belt. They told us these things several times. They told the world several times. Biafrans wanted Mazen Nnamdi Kanu to address the issue by himself. Under 3 minutes or 10 minutes, just say something. Let Biafrans hear his voice, addressing these confusing issues surrounding the suspension or the cancellation of the sit-at-home protest, which was very critical. Yet, they said no, that is not possible. And truly, since they have been going there, they have not taken picture with him. No, nothing. If they have been doing it and they are hiding it and they are telling us it's not allowed, it means they were deceiving us. But if it is true that there are no cameras, are not allowed, by all these things they have been telling us that they are not allowed, how come that all of a sudden, during the visit of the governor, there was camera? Camera was allowed, snapping pictures up and down. Does it mean that Governor Suludo is now greater than the legal team? Does it mean that Governor Suludo is now more superior, more valuable, and more important than the legal team? The legal team is the eyes with which we see Nnamdi Kanu in the DSS dungeon in Abuja, Nigeria. They are the mouth that speaks on his behalf, more especially led by Barrister Ifeanyi Ejiofor, as we are meant to understand. How come that they are now of lesser value in comparison to the treatment of Governor Charles Suludo during his visit? There are cameras up and down, snapping everywhere, hugging, laughing, talking, gisting with water in a very beautiful parlor, which the legal team, this legal team is representing IPOB. IPOB has up to 70 million. We are up to 70 million Biafrans. And the legal team is not valued, but a governor, a politician that is loyal, that swore an oath to defend the Constitution of Nigeria, now has more privileges during his visit to the leader of about 70 million Biafrans that has a legal team representing them. And the legal team never had such opportunity. These are questions we want to receive the answer. If you want to call, that is the 5th question. How come camera was allowed for pictures within Nnamdi Kanu and Governor Suludo, while such was never allowed during the legal team visit to Mazen Nnamdi Kanu for 10 months? These questions are very powerful. At the end of this broadcast, these questions will remain on the internet. Not only for you, not only for me, but for future generation to hear these questions we are asking today and the answers you are giving today. If you want to call, that is the number 5 question. That is the number 5 question. Yes. Number 5 question. How come camera was allowed for pictures with Maxwell Nnawuihe and Governor Chukwuma Suludo, the governor of Anambra State. While such was never allowed during the visit of the legal team of Maxwell Nnawuihe for 10 months, no camera. Everything was in the dark. Only update, text. No video, no audio, no picture, no nothing. We have been kept in the dark for 10 months. 10. You must understand this. Even the legal team themselves understand what is going on with the visit of Governor Chukwuma Suludo. And the world is watching how you respond to it. The kind of question you ask and the kind of answer you give. Yes, we are live and direct, and the time now is 39 minutes past 8 p.m. And the time into the broadcast is 2 hours, 11 seconds, and 2 hours, 11 minutes, and 15 seconds. That is to let you know that we are live and direct. We are live. I remain Pastor Maxwell Nnawuihe. I want you to share this broadcast if you have not done so. Very soon, the broadcast will come to an end. Share the broadcast, like the broadcast, subscribe to this YouTube channel. This is one of the greatest platforms in our generation. Subscribe to it. Like the broadcast. Share the broadcast. That is the least you can do. God is watching us in what we're doing. If you want to call, the lines are opened. 07084767258. 07084767258. That is WhatsApp. WhatsApp calls only. The numbers are displaying on the screen. We have a caller on WhatsApp. Please, 2 minutes. Thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you, Pastor.
Go ahead.
Okay, to my take in your number 5th question. They want to use that, they want to, after this, since we have declared that 3 days sit at home, they want to deceive us by that visit, both the atmosphere, everything. They want to deceive Biafrans so that they will not go for that 3 days sit at home. That is what I understand in all things that play out in that very moment. They want to deceive us, maybe even through the Suludo speech that he said, Maxwell Nnawuihe say, any senseless sit at home. My leader cannot say such because Maxwell Nnawuihe say anything that will bring the zoo down, do it. That is what I believe. So they want to deceive us with that visit. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Yes. How come during the visit of Governor Chukwuma Suludo, all of a sudden cameras were allowed? But the legal team that have been representing Nnamdi and IPOB for 10 good months, no camera. We never saw any picture of our leader, the leader of about 70 million people. No picture about him in all the visit of the legal team. Even Chief Michael Zekome was also malhandled. Bruce Fenn was never allowed. His international lawyer, never allowed. Talk less of picture with him in the DSI dungeon in Abuja, Nigeria. And then a politician is not just, this is not the only politician visiting Nnamdi Kanu. All Joseph Kalu went there. There was no picture. Yes, he went at the odd hour, as Barrister Ejiofor told us. But Chukwuma Suludo is such like a presidential visit to Nnamdi Kanu. Why? All of a sudden, they rolled out their cameras. They rolled out pictures. All the whole discussion, pictures going on. whether with their phone or with a Canon. I don't know the kind of camera they used. Question number 4. Why didn't the legal team tell us that the clothes of Nnamdi Kanu has changed? While they have been telling us the clothes has not been changed, which is truth. His clothes changed on the 13th. They never told us on Monday, the 16th. And Mazi Nnamdi Kanu wore the same old clothes on the 18th. The number 5 question. How come camera was allowed for pictures with Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and Suludo, while such has not been allowed for the 10 months of the visit of the legal team? Yes. We are looking for answers. We are not here on propaganda. We are looking for very direct, clear answers. I want to know how some of our people reason. All these things we have been preaching and teaching them. We want to know if they are understanding if they are really understanding what is going on, or are we wasting our time? Yes. Make use of the details that are displayed on the screen. While waiting for your calls, I'm going to read out some publications credited to the lawyers of Nnamdi Kanu and other publications. I'm going to read them out. And I will bring them to the screen at this point. If your call comes in, we are going to take it. If your call comes in, we are going to take your calls without wasting time. Remember that Justice Binta Nyako asked DSS on the 18th of this month during the court why they were flouting her court orders, including not allowing Nnamdi Kanu to change his clothes. And they didn't tell the court that the clothes of Nnamdi Kanu has changed, even though on Friday the 13th, before the 18th, we saw a picture that the clothes of Nnamdi Kanu has changed. The DSS didn't answer that they have changed. They have allowed the clothes to be changed. The lawyers didn't tell us that the clothes have changed. Why? If your call comes to us, we're going to take it. We have a caller. Yes, caller. Caller on direct voice call. You can call back. Anywhere you call, we take your call. Call the numbers according to what they are designated for. Now, because of time, I'm going to hurry up to read out some updates to you. I am bringing a publication that was credited to Barrister Nnawuihe on the 4th of December, 2021. I'm bringing it to you. I am bringing it to you immediately. I am bringing it to you right away. Now, this is Independent, published by independent.ng. The caption is, Orjus Okalo's visit to Nnamdi Kanu suspicious, bizarre. Barrister Ejiofor. You can see Barrister Ejiofor, the lead counsel of the detained leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB. If your call comes in, we are going to take it. I don't know whether you are flashing us or if you are calling, your call. If you don't want to call, please don't distract us. If you want to call, call. If you don't want to call, don't distract us. I hope you are seeing, I hope you're seeing it as we read together. Okay? Let's read from here. Ejiofor, who described Carlos' visit to his client, that is Orjus Okalo's visit to his client, as bizarre and unusual, maintained that it was in gross violation of the court guideline for visitation. Let's read. He alleged that the DSS gave the erstwhile governor access to the IPOB leader before the time scheduled for a formal visit. It would be recalled that Carlo, who piloted the affairs of Abia State from 1999 to 2007, had in his post that went viral on social media on Monday revealed that he paid a visit to the IPOB leader at the DSS detention facility. We read, Carlo, currently the chief whip of the Senate, in the said post, noted that he was the one that made Kano's father, Eze Israeloku Kano, the traditional ruler of Afaruku, Nnawuihe, in 2001, while he was in office as governor. I don't want to say more than this. What I want to bring out here is that during the visit of Ojo Zakalo, after his visit, Barrister Nnawuihe raised the alarm. And it was carried by different newspaper or news outlets that he was against the visit of Ojo Zakalo. As we're looking at the headline here, Ojo Kalo's visit to Nnamdi Kanu, suspicious, bizarre, Barrister Ifeanyi Ejiofor. That is number one. Number two, look at this very picture here is for the visit of Ojo Zakalo in 2007. This picture you're seeing here now on this screen. Let me bring it to you. Let me bring it to you. This very scripture right now. This one you are seeing right now was the visit of Ojo Zakalo in 2017 when Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was still in Kuje prison. That is it. Okay? You can see that was 2017. This is not the visit of Ojo Zakalo last year. No, it's not this picture. So his visit to Nnamdi Kanu that last year, we have not seen the picture. Sahara Reporters published this one, 4th of December 2021. Explain how you got access to Nnamdi Kanu in DSS dungeon. Lawyer tells ex-Abia governor Ojo Kalo. In a statement, read, on Saturday, Ejiofor stated that he was informed on Monday, November 29, 2021, that the politician had expressed a desire to see the IPOB leader, which compelled him to make a fresh list of visitors submitted to DSS. Ejiofor, who is the lead counsel, I'm going to skip all of this. Let me go to his direct statement that was quoted. Let's read from here. The statement reads, on or about 11 a.m. on the 29th of November 2021, I received a phone call from a reliable source. The letter informed me that a certain Ojo Zakalo expressed desire to see my client, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. The intended visit was ostensibly in further pursuit of the political solution to the unconditional release of my client. The statement continues, as I had before then resolved not to constitute myself an impediment to the exploration of any such political solution, I welcomed the idea. Consequently, I was constrained to substitute the name of one of the persons already scheduled for the visit for the name of Ojo Zakalo. We continue reading. I then proceeded to submit a fresh list containing the name of the letter to the relevant authorities on or about 12 o'clock p.m. of the aforementioned date. We continue. When the team of lawyers who were scheduled to visit my client arrived at the reception hall of the headquarters of the Department of State Security, DSS, on or about 1:55 p.m. of the aforementioned date, they were informed that Ojo Zakalo, whose name appeared on the list at the 11th hour would not be allowed to see Onyendu Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. I hope you're following what we're reading. What was the reason? The reason for this decision was clear, as the name of Ojo Zokalo was merely submitted on the day of the intended visit and not earlier as was the practice. He could not, without permission and or clearance from superior authority, be granted access to visit my client in the detention facility of the DSS. Ojo Zokalo's hypocritical pretensions were worsened by the fact that he is a politician and a wily one at that, and he is not related to Onyendu Mazen Nnamdi Kanu either by affinity or consanguinity. This position taken by the detaining authority did not come as a surprise, or so I thought. Long before the 29th November 2021, the DSS consistently and variously denied certain persons of sundry political persuasions and proven elder statesmen access to Onyendu Mazen Nnamdi Kanu in DSS custody. A case in point is that of Dr. Chukwuemeka Ezife, former governor of Anambra State. The inclusion of the name of Ojo Zokalo at the 11th hour in the fresh list submitted to the DSS on the day of the intended visit had the effect of temporarily stultifying the access imperative or operatives of the DSS could easily have afforded their lawyers. Let me take that again for a better understanding. The inclusion of the name of Ojo Zokalo at the 11th hour in the fresh list submitted to the DSS on the day of the intended visit had the effect of temporarily stultifying the access operatives of the DSS could easily have afforded the lawyers. In other words, the lawyers never had such opportunities. So I thought, honestly. But there was more to it. The lawyers were kept waiting till on or about 3:20 p.m. of that day when they were finally cleared to enter the detention facility. That was after Ojo Zokalo must have paid a visit and left. They kept the lawyers waiting until Ojo Zokalo was through with his visit. Okay? But we never saw pictures, no camera, no nothing. I'm going to bring you another update, another publication. Very, very important. Very, very important. This very one I'm going to bring to you now was one of the press releases made by the legal team at different times. At different times. Let's see. And if possible, if not for copyright issues, I would have brought you some video, some statement. Okay, let me see if I can bring one of the videos where Barrister Fanny Ejiofor said that they were almost stripped naked. That was the process, the procedure. Each time they visit DSS or they want to visit Nnamdi Kanu in DSS, how they are being searched, Let me bring the video. Let me bring it to the screen. Very important. Let me bring it to the screen. I want to bring it to the screen immediately. Let us see what the barrister has to say. So why the sudden change? That remains the question. Why all of a sudden? Why all of a sudden? Suludo is now more important than the lawyers. Why? That he was given such preferential treatment. Why? All of a sudden. I am looking for that very video. I am looking for it.
Before they start contributing money on CNN for refugees and all that. So
This was
the message
Showore interviewing him and
Ambrose
Fine.
The issue of human nature. If you're too sanctimonious and try to preach to them and say, listen, you should be involved, you're lucky. People resist that. So you have to be very tactful and say, we really do have a responsibility when we know evil is ongoing, at least to denounce it, to not be complicit in it, because at some point silence becomes complicit. And that this is a way, and everybody has a different way in which they can try to advance the cause of justice. Some can be contributions, some can just be standing protests, telling your children about what's happening there. We shouldn't be supporting that. And obviously, even in the United States itself, writing a member of Congress and saying we shouldn't be selling weapons, super tucano, those small ways to indicate in their own protocols their opposition. Everybody has different competing demands on their time. But I say it requires tact. You can't come in and preach and tell them, okay, I'm Jesus, I'm Moses, I'm Muhammad, and you need to do X, Y, Z. That's going to work. You have to be more indirect, suggesting, we're very fortunate in the United States, and we don't have to worry about a knock on the door or a house being burned down the next day. But that's all the more.
Let me fast forward it.
Just for a second.
Now listen to Barrister
Said that the end of society is justice. That's why we have civil society. It's justice. So we all need to be engaged in that particular quest as at least part of our vocation between ashes to ashes and dust to dust.
I wish I could ask, what is the end of justice?
Yeah.
Well, it's somewhere around here. Let me just turn to Barrister for a second. You had been going through some disturbing level of,
listen.
I would say violation of your right as a lawyer and privacy. Each time you send a team down to...
That he has been going through some level of violation of his privacy as a lawyer each time he sent his team down to the DSS dungeon in Abuja, Nigeria. Listen attentively.
The DSS office, you were stripped almost naked before you...
That he was stripped almost naked before they could gain access to see Mazen and the Kano.
What do you have to say to that? What's been the experience in the last few visits?
Thank you so much. I'm pleased with the fact that the media world refers to the DSS now as lawless outfit, because it's something they have a history of often caught that.
Listen attentively as Barrister Ejiofor speaks.
And I'm proud that people are also reporting the same. We are aware when he was abducted in Kenya, when our client Nnamdi Kanu was abducted in Kenya, just on the 19th of June 2021, and subsequently brought here through a summary rendition on the 26th of June. He was taken to court with a reference to us on the 29th of June. So, and consequently, the court adjourned the matter to 26th of July for hearing, and ordered that we should start with hearing notices about the proceedings of that day. And on 26th, we in court, Ordinarily, if they were civil, they would have respected the court directives and also bring him to court on that day. But he was not brought to court until 6th of July. That is very just time. So I'm very appalling that the DPP who was in court for the federal government informed the court that the DSS could not come to bring him to court because of logistic reasons. So we have been in this game before with them and we understand how they operate. So we informed the court because we know fully well how they operate. Now we need a lot of courts on the guideline for visiting him pending when the matter is before the court again. And the court made an order that they should allow the lawyers access to him and also relatives access to him. Consequently, adjourned to the chambers for further understanding as to the guideline that will
those nude link, those pornographic links they are posting there in the comment box. Don't be surprised that the people doing it, they are Biafrans. They want to truncate and distract the broadcast. That is their way. That is their way. They are trying to truncate the broadcast. That is what they do. That is their stock in trade. But God Almighty in heaven is with us. The Most High God in heaven is with us. They are trying to truncate the broadcast. Anytime the truth is flying, anytime the truth is coming out, they always do all they can to suppress it. We know them. We know them very, very well. We understand how they work. We understand how they work.
Actually, is involved.
And we don't have
The team down to.
the call that the DSS could not come to bring him to court because of logistic reasons. By one of the operatives, who is also a lawyer. The federal government was also represented by DPP and also a council in the matter, Labaran tribe. I was there, and two of my colleagues were also part of us. We have an understanding as to manner in which he will be visited, and that becomes another of course. It was agreed that we'll be visiting him on Mondays and Thursdays between the hours of 2 o'clock to 4 o'clock in the afternoon.
Mondays and Thursdays.
It became
Mondays and Thursdays. You have heard it from the mouth of Barrister Stefan Ejiofor. But Suludo visited on Friday. But that is not the issue. Here, his explanation how they were handled each time they visit.
The manner in which he will be visited. So DSS has no right whatsoever powers to determine the manner in which he will be visited after the court has given an order. Then we went to court to visit him in line with the order of court. We were denied access to him. We went back to court 5 and 4 to commit duty of SSS for contempt. And when they were served with the contempt proceedings we initiated before the federal court, they quickly called us to come and see him because they understand the implication of that. We went back to the SSS and then also altered. They altered the order the terms of the order of the court by stating that we should notify them in advance as to who and who is coming and when we are coming. We have no problem because our interest is just to guarantee his safety for the meantime be in the custody of the SS. So we told them that we should notify them in advance. So several have gone there on this visit. We don't think we have much issue with them before now. So, and also before Mr. Bruce arrived from US, I notified them that he will be coming. It's Saturday. Mr. Bruce is a non-constitutional lawyer in US, and he has been IPOB lawyer for so many years over there, and also personal counsel to Nnamdi Kanu. So he flew to Nigeria to visit his client and also discuss legal matters with him, which is within his constitutional right. So, and we notified the DSS about his coming. They will not say they are not away, only for us to be treated with this day, because even the messenger who conveyed the message was planted obviously to.
They are trying to truncate the broadcast. That's what they're trying to do. They are trying to truncate the broadcast. That's what they are planning to do. That is what exactly they are planning to do. They are trying to truncate it. If you can hear me, please indicate. They are trying to truncate it.
Before he flew to Nigeria to visit his client and also discuss legal.
It was in this video that Barrister Nnawuihe made it very clear that they were almost stripped naked. They were almost stripped. Let me look for his post on the 31st of August and bring it to you with our Western time. Our phone lines are still open. Our phone lines are still open. They are still open. If you call, we're going to take your calls. If you call immediately, we are going to take your calls without wasting any time. We are not wasting time. I am bringing it to the screen immediately. This is the account of Barrister Nnawuihe. This is the account of Barrister Nnawuihe. The date of this very update was 31st August 2021. 31st August 2021. I'm going to read it out. I hope you can see it on the screen. As you can see it. I want to make it very, very bold. Now, look at it. Update on yesterday's visit to our client, Maxwell Nnawuihe. Our client, Onyendo Maxwell Nnawuihe, was visited yesterday, and in his usual practice, he extended his compliment to his millions of supporters. He is indeed internally grateful for the overwhelming support and show of solidarity. The date of this very update was August. Look at it, as you can see. August 31st. Tuesday, 31st August 2021 at 3:57 p.m. That was when this publication was made by Barrister Nnawuihe. Now, look at his statement. Lawyers were practically stripped naked while searching for incriminating materials during a court-ordered visit. We therefore do not mince words in stating that it is no longer safe as it stands today for us who are visiting our client. We therefore do not mince words in stating that it is no longer safe as it stands today for us who are visiting our client. This hostile treatment is becoming exceedingly intolerable and unacceptable in the prevailing circumstance. We are now more apprehensive of the fact that no trial will commence in the instance we presently find ourselves until our client, Maxwell Nnawuihe, is transferred to the correctional center. Signed, Ejiofor Ifeanyi Esquire, Maxwell Nnawuihe's lead counsel. This publication was made on the 31st August, Tuesday, 31st August 2021, on how they were being malhandled. You can say it. He made this publication. They kept on updating us and telling us what has been going on, how they are being searched and malhandled and humiliated. That cameras are not allowed into where man is being held. Right? Even their biros and all that. And now, the fifth question. How come camera was allowed for pictures with Maxwell Nnawuihe and Suludo, while such has not been allowed for the 10 months visit of the legal team? If you want to call, you are at liberty to do so. This broadcast is gradually coming to an end. The number 6 question. Number 6. Suludo had a fruitful, and meaningful discussion with Maxwell Nnawuihe in a convivial atmosphere, which the legal team have not had since 10 months. Why? Why? The atmosphere in which they discussed, he had a fruitful and meaningful discussion with Maxwell Nnawuihe. That is Professor Suludo, the governor of Anambra State. Was a convivial atmosphere, according to Governor Suludo. Convivial. Right? How come the lawyers have not had such atmosphere? How? How come? The lawyers have told us several times that there is no privacy in their discussions with Maxwell Nnawuihe each time they visit him at the DSS facility in Abuja. That the atmosphere has not been conducive, no privacy, that the place is always bugged, that even trying to debrief him of their legal moves and plans and the court updates, that the atmosphere is not conducive for them, that the place is always bugged. These are the things they have been telling us over the months. How come that the visit of Chukwuma Suludo was very different? A politician that is against sit-at-home protest. Sit-at-home protest for the raise of Nnamdi Kanu. Whether it's the sit-at-home protest during the court date or the sit-at-home protest on Monday, it is the same sit-at-home protest. It doesn't matter whether it's on Monday or on Tuesday or on Wednesday. What is the intent? What is the purpose of the sit-at-home protest on Monday? And what is the purpose of the sit-at-home protest during the court date? The same. I am going to bring the screen of the tweet of Governor Suludo during his visit to Maxwell Nnawuihe. I'm going to bring it. These people, we must be very, very careful. As we pray, we watch. The Bible says, watch and pray. When you pray, you watch. When you watch, you pray. You don't just pray without observing certain things. To know when your prayers are answered, then you move to the next line of prayer. And to know when the prayers are not answered, so that you know exactly where you are and what to pray about and what not to pray about anymore. Very, very important. These are the things that we must understand. We are not fools. This Biafra will not be like Nigeria or any other backward nation in Africa. Otherwise, we are not interested in it. If you are not going to allow us to ask certain questions, then you are not ready for Biafra. Go and sit down in your house. You cannot lord it over everybody. If you are not ready to to accommodate this kind of critical. Some of them have been telling me, oh, why asking the question? You are the one causing confusion, not me. You think that somebody like me will come out for Biafra restoration that will still be like where we are? Is that what you think? You are clearly mistaken. Oh, let us do what we are doing. Don't ask questions. You are a fool. We must ask you certain critical questions and you must answer it. You must. You will answer it. You can't shut us up. You cannot. You cannot. You don't have such right. Then you are not ready to be a leader. Go and sit down in your house. Then control, maybe you go back to your business. Control your staffs that are under your salary or under your payroll. I'm not under your payroll. Nobody is paying me. Nobody can censor me. I am saying it live on air today. There is nobody anywhere in any part of the world that can censor Maxwell Nnawuihe because I'm not under the payroll. I am not. You are not. Nobody is paying me. Nobody is paying me. I am not such pastor that some people pay salary and they tell them what to say on air and what not to say. You are not paying me. Nobody is paying me. Even if you are paying me, I will tell you the truth. If you like, stop the payment, but nobody is paying me. Nobody, anywhere in the world. Nobody. I am in charge. I am absolutely in charge, both in the church and everywhere you see me. I am in charge. Nobody is paying me. You cannot censor me. Don't turn the very agitation for the restoration of Biafra into another form of gangsterism where gangsters intimidate each other. Don't ever try it. Of course, there are people you can never come close to. That's what they told us several times, repeatedly. And this is not something that anybody should trivialize. I am bringing the tweet of Governor Suludo. I'm bringing it to you. And you are going to hear why he visited Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Why he visited him. He didn't visit Nnamdi Kanu to bring him out. He did not visit Nnamdi Kanu to release him. He visited him because he wants peace in the southeast. He wants peace. He wants the sit-at-home protest to stop. He has been trying and fighting all he could for his political interest as a governor, not for a lasting peace in the favor of Nnamdi Kanu or in the favor of Biafrans, but in his own favor as the governor. And you say we shouldn't ask questions. We must ask. People are asking already, and we are giving them the platform. And if care is not taken, I am going to extend it very question and answer. You cannot do nothing about it. You can do nothing about it. Highest thing you will do, you will try to block us, to truncate the broadcast. That's all you can do. Or you try to call the network I'm using to broadcast, to bar my number. That's all you can do. If you do it, we switch over to other means of communication and subscription. You will still see us on air. You will still see us live and direct until you go blind or you repent. That is the only option that will be available to you. I am assuring you. If you like, tell people don't share the broadcast. Log out, log out. Why are you listening to those questions? You are a fool. You are. That's who you are. Because you think that Biafra Restoration Project will be like another political process in Nigeria. Will be like the presidential election campaign where people come out and politicians come out and make promises and promises and promises without fulfillment. Is that what you think? Do you think that that is Biafra? Do you think that that is IPOB? Do you think that that is Nnamdi Kanu case and abduction? Is that what you think? Where Lai Mohammed will come out and tell Nigerians whatever he wants to tell them. They will pay different media giants to churn out different kind of junks and feed the people and the world with it. BBC will come out and do the documentary, and they feel it in the air, feeding the world, feeding them with junks. You think that in IPOB or Biafra agitation, it should be like that, right? That's how to do it. You are wasting your time. You shouldn't have come out to tell us to come out and join you. You shouldn't have made an announcement. You shouldn't have broadcasted. You shouldn't have told us that we need Biafra. You should have kept quiet and remained in the sufferings of Nigeria. You shouldn't have come out in the first place to talk about freedom. If the freedom we are asking for is indeed this very freedom that Nnamdi Kanu is preaching, then you must learn to accommodate different kind of views very objectively. Get something out of it. Learn from the people, their expressions and their expectations, their demands and the questions and the answers, and then provide accurate, very correct answer to it. And then let there be significant, mighty, great, uncommon result. Not all these your useless press releases. We are sick and tired of it. You are making jest of yourself and mockery of yourself. You are displaying and proving to the world that you are grossly incompetent. Ineptitude is being expressed in some of your statements, your counter statement and antagonism on this kind of broadcast. You must understand it. You are putting yourself, you are disgracing yourself before the world. And the world is taking note. Whoever you are, I don't care. Whatever you write, you are writing junk for yourself. You are wasting your time. I am the one broadcasting. I'm the one sitting here for hours. I am the one burning fuel to broadcast. I am the one. It's my money. How is it your headache, for goodness sake? That is why you are full of evil and darkness. You will remain a child of Satan and die and go to hell. Go and meet your daddy Satan in hellfire, except to repent. We stand for the truth. It is the truth that brought us here. It is the truth that Maxwell Nnawuihe preached that brought people like us here. Not your lies and your falsehood. Not your stupid, myopic reasoning that brought us here. People like us are very, very difficult to pull up from where we are. You must understand it. You don't talk junk where we are expressing ourselves and looking into critical matters to chart the way forward for the race of Nnamdi Kanu. You think that you love him more than us? It doesn't matter whether he's your blood brother or your cousin or your uncle. It doesn't make any sense to any of us. He belongs to all of us. He's not your personal property. You must understand it. Because our destinies are interconnected with his own destiny. Anything that happens to him affects us because he's the leader of this very generation. He called us and we came out. And so we deserve to know every detail that are very, very important and relevant for public enlightenment and direction regarding his condition. Indeed, very extraordinary rendition. You must understand it. If your call comes in next, we're going to take it. We don't give a damn or a toss or anybody that is angry with the kind of broadcast, this very broadcast. We don't give a damn to anybody. Any soul that is sick, let them go to hospital and take some therapy. If they recover, glory be to God. If they die, but I pray that they will not die in their ignorance. I pray that God will heal them, give them sense and wisdom, that they may wake up. Yes. Let me bring that very tweet of Professor Chukwuma Suludo. I'm going to bring, it doesn't matter, even if everybody log off, I don't care. I don't give a toss. Let them continue to truncate the broadcast. It doesn't move. It doesn't even move one hair on my head. These people don't know me yet. They don't understand what I stand for. They don't. They are bereft of the understanding. Their skulls are empty. They don't understand it. They don't have discernment of spirit. They are full of carnality. They don't look into the spiritual. You think looking at my face, I'm so gentle and so mild. That's what you think. You're a fool. Let me bring that very screen. Let me bring that very tweet of Professor Chukwuma Suludo upon his visit to Nnamdi Kanu. And then you'll hear for yourself. The man that made such a categorical statement on such a very sensitive visit to a great man that is so important. Why shouldn't he? How come he was so open to tell us the essence and the reason for his visit? Is for peace in the southeast, not for the release of Nnamdi Kanu, not for the release of Nnamdi Kanu, for goodness sake. Then you say we should be clapping up and down. You don't know yourself. You don't know who we are. You are suffering from identity. You are so cowardly, so cowardly. You are not qualified to come anywhere close to Biafra Restoration Project. You are not qualified. You are very, very far. You don't want to stand and face reality. Look at reality in the face. Look at it straight, eyeball to eyeball. Look at reality and tell it what it is. Describe it and define it. Give it the right name, that it may know that you know it. You think that Biafra is another Nigeria, then you are dreaming. You're dreaming. We have come out, we are not going back. And we are going to give all of you headache until you steer clear from the way. If you are not ready for real freedom fighting, real liberation, emancipation, if you are not ready, get off the track. Sit down somewhere quiet and secret, secluded place. Sit down there and rest. Enjoy your money, enjoy your work, enjoy whatever you're enjoying. Allow the people that are ready to do their job. We are going to welcome you to come and take part in sharing of the national cake, if there is something like that. All the benefit and all that comes, the development that will come as a result of Biafra restoration. You are going to, nobody will deny you that. Nobody will deny you that. But steer clear. You have no shame in your eyes. You have no honor. You have no integrity. You have no value. You are empty. You are so empty. What a shame you are to your generation. What a shame you are. You are a total disgrace. Look at what Governor Suludo said upon his visit. Look at it. Read it by yourself. Anybody that is saying, oh, don't talk about the visit of Suludo. Oh, don't mention it. Why are you mentioning it? That very person is cowardly. Mention it. Talk about, we will repeat it. We will keep talking about it until we find out the real intent of his visit. You cannot use Nnamdi Kanu and play your Nigerian dirty politics. Nnamdi Kanu doesn't belong to all of you. It's not only you. You have no exclusive ownership or right over Nnamdi Kanu. All of us own him. He belongs to us. Because most of us have made different kind of sacrifices because we are following him. I know all I've lost. I know all I have lost. I have lost so much. Maxwell Nnawuihe, I have lost so much because I am speaking of the truth. And you dare not make light of it. I won't take it from you because I represent a lot of people. I don't speak only for myself. I speak for a whole lot of people. You don't think that you can trivialize it. And then I keep quiet. Read it by yourself there. It is there on the screen looking at you. May 15. You can see the Twitter handle. Chukwuma Charles Suludo. The verified account. The verified Twitter handle. You can see it there. Are you not seeing it? You can see it now, right? I visited Mazi Nnamdi Kanu on Friday, 13th May, 2022, to felicitate with him and also as part of the wider consultations with critical stakeholders in search of lasting peace and security in the Southeast. Is it in search of the release of Nnamdi Kanu? Is it in search? Is that what is said here? I never wanted to say anything tonight, but they provoked me with their silly inboxes and idiotic comments. In search of what? Lasting peace. Look at it. His visit to Nnamdi Kanu was in search of lasting peace and security in Southeast. How can there be lasting peace and security in Southeast when the mouthpiece, when a man that God has sent to bring peace is locked up in the DSS dungeon in Abuja, Nigeria, without fair trial, without respect to his human dignity and rights? And you that say you are claiming you are searching for lasting peace and security, You stood against what should actually bring that lasting peace. The civil, voluntary, peaceful, civil disobedience of the people sitting at home for this same man you visited. You know why there is sit at home. As I said some minutes ago, whether sit at home protest during the court date, which is the one that the IPOB approved, according to the press releases, or the sit at home protest, which was even introduced by the IPOB leadership, that have been taking place on Mondays. Sit at home protest is sit at home protest, whether on Monday or any other date. Why is there sit at home protest? For the release of Nnamdi Kanu. Now, you paid him a visit, looking for lasting peace and security in the Southeast. This is the man that holds the key to it. You didn't go there to discuss for his release. As a professor, you are. As a man with goodwill, you are. Look at the continuation of that very post. The continuation of that very post. You have read the first part of it. Let me take you back. Okay? You can see it now. I visited Maxwell Nnawuihe on Friday, 13th May 2022, to felicitate with him and also as part of the wider consultation with critical stakeholders in search of lasting peace and security in the Southeast. There will be no lasting peace or security without the release of Nnamdi Kanu. His presence stopped a whole lot of invasion in our land. His presence, his broadcast, his presence when he was outside with us talking, God used him to stop a whole lot of evil, invasion, killings. God used him to stop it. And then you locked him out, thinking that after you lock him out, everywhere will be rosy and everywhere will be air conditioner. Everywhere will be so easy. Life will be so easy. You never knew that there is consequence for your action of his abduction, extraordinary rendition from Kenya to Nigeria. The tweet continues. He expressed sadness over what he described as sacrilegious killings of innocent persons, kidnappings, and all forms of criminality, including the brutal enforcement of the senseless sit-at-home perpetuated by sundry groups claiming to be acting for or on behalf of IPOB. Look at the statement. They said that was what Nnamdi Kanu said. He expressed sadness over what he described as sacrilegious killings of innocent persons, kidnappings, and all forms of criminalities. Yes, that is Nnamdi Kanu. That is his statement. Including the brutal enforcement, yes, of the senseless sit-at-home. No, it's not Nnamdi Kanu. Nnamdi Kanu cannot open his mouth and say that the sit-at-home protest is senseless. He can never say that. And Governor Suludo is quoting him that he said it. And you are saying we should keep quiet? There is no way Nnamdi Kanu will call sit-at-home senseless, because he knew that this was for him. He knew it. And any of you that is trying to shut us up, you are evil. I don't care who you are. It doesn't matter who you are. Even if you are related to Nnamdi Kanu or you are not related to him, it does not matter who you are. You are saying we shouldn't talk about the visit of Suludo. Look at the statement of a man that claimed to have visited Nnamdi Kanu. Look at his statement. He is claiming that Nnamdi Kanu called sit-at-home protest senseless. How do you believe that? The senseless sit-at-home. How can you believe that Nnamdi Kanu made such a statement? Look at he's quoting Nnamdi Kanu. That Nnamdi Kanu opened his mouth and said that sit-at-home protest is senseless. How can you believe? What is wrong with some people? How can you believe that Nnamdi Kanu said that sit-at-home protest is senseless? What message is Suludo trying to send across to the world? And when people want to talk about it, they want to ask very relevant and critical questions about it trying to provide answers to the questions. You say, oh, it's misplaced. Oh, you are trying to heat up the polity. You don't love peace. You hate peace. You don't like peace. Don't you like peace? You are a fool. The Bible said there is no peace for the wicked. You are a fool. You are a child of hell. Don't ever come close to where we are. We belong to the light. We belong to the truth. Go to the abyss where you belong to. Stay there with your daddy Satan. Stay there with your daddy Lucifer. Enjoy all the turn of lives. Enjoy with him. Whatever profit, whatever reward that comes with it, enjoy it. Don't give to me. I don't need it. This is one of the things that attracted my curiosity, to find out what is Governor Suludo trying to achieve with his visit to Nnamdi Kanu. I'm not here to talk about whether it is Nnamdi Kanu or not. That is not what I'm looking at. I'm looking at the very critical, important questions, unbiased, trying to find out the answers that we may know what next to pray about. That is what we are committed to do. This governor claimed that he visited Nnamdi Kanu, that this is what Nnamdi Kanu said. Read it again by yourself and be the judge. If you judge it wrongly, I will not accept your judgment. That is your business. He expressed sadness over what he described as sacrilegious killings of innocent persons, kidnappings, and all forms of criminality. Yes, I agree. You see, from here to here, yes, that is the statement of Nnamdi Kanu. These ones I have shaded now, they are the statement of Nnamdi Kanu. I agree. Yes, Nnamdi Kanu, that is the wording, the structure of his statement of condemnation. I believe. But you see the next paragraph, or should I say the next clause, the next statement is not Nnamdi Kanu. You think that we went to school to become fools and idiots. Is that what you think? That all this exposure we have gotten, all these researches we have, all this, some of you, don't allow me to place curse on you. Don't allow me. Including the brutal enforcement of the senseless. Look at where I reject, I refuse to accept it. It's not coming from Nnamdi Kanu. The senseless sit at home. The senseless sit at home. Nnamdi Kanu will never ever make such statement. Such a sensitive statement. Very powerful message. Trying to tell us that the sit at home is senseless. It will never work for all of you. It doesn't matter who you are. God created us equally. You cannot, even if you have taken bribe, or you have decided that your destiny should be destroyed in Nigeria, you cannot decide for all of us. They are trying to tell us that Nnamdi Kanu said that the sit-at-home protest is senseless. And you want to believe that? And you want to believe it? And any of you watching right now or listening, even those that will be watching after the end of this broadcast, you want to believe it? If you believe it, you are a fool. Nnamdi Kanu will never call the sit-at-home protest senseless, because if he does, that is an insult on millions of Biafrans who are making very tough and hard sacrifices for Israelis. Do you know how many people have died? Do you know how many people that have died? Do you know how many people that have been sacked because they didn't go to work on Monday? Do you know how many students that failed exams because of sit-at-home protest on Mondays? Do you know how many people, how many billions? Of course, you read the news. How many billions that the Southeast lost? People that depend on their daily job, that must go out every day before they can have food on the table. They will deny it. On Monday, they will sit at home for Nnamdi Kanu, and you will tell me that Nnamdi Kanu say it is senseless. And you want me to believe it. And you want all of us to believe it, that Nnamdi Kanu called it senseless. Senseless, sit at home. You are a fool. And I owe you no single or simple apology. You are a fool. I know how much we have lost. For 3 months, our church shut down for Nnamdi Kanu protest, fasting and prayers. I know how my health was affected and impacted. I know how much we lost as a church, as an individual. I know what I went through. And you are telling me that Nnamdi Kanu say it is senseless. You are a fool. And you are telling me that all our sacrifices, Nnamdi Kanu is saying that they are senseless. You want us to believe it? You are a fool. You are a fool. We must continue. Very soon this broadcast is going to end. That is the so-called visit of Suludo. Oh, he has tried. Oh, he means well. Oh, the governor went there. How many politicians have gone there? Have Nnamdi Kanu come out? What about the political solution? Mbazulika Mechi has been there. They met with Buhari. They went there in November last year. What did Buhari say? What did Buhari say? The president of Nigeria, that they call Muhammad Buhari. What did he say? Mbazulika Mechi led a delegate of renowned Igbo leaders, traditional rulers, leaders of thought, illustrious sons from Biafra. He went with them to Asorok and pleaded with the president of Nigeria. He said, release Nnamdi Kanu to me. Release him to me. I will take care of him. I will handle him. And the president said, well, it is a very difficult request, but I will think about it. Since November till now, he is thinking about it. How many dignitaries went there? Some of you that this very black people, I cannot understand where your brains are. This is why most of the time Nnamdi Kanu is shouting on radio. Nnamdi Kanu is shouting as if he was running mental. That's why he became harsh overnight. Because your brains are blocked. Because your brains are like sawdust. They are not clogging together. They can't reason through. They cannot reason. The same thing that now I am understanding it better and clearer with all this effort we are making. Yet, some of you, it's not sinking in. You can't understand it. You are the more fool and evil-minded. And then Nnamdi Kanu kept on saying that one of the things that makes you a human being is your ability to reason, because that is what animals don't do. Even animals, they reason. Even fowl have some small sense. But you that call yourself a human being, you are a graduate, you studied engineering, you are a doctor, you are a professor, you with all your academic qualifications, you have no brain inside of your skull. No brain. You can't reason. Spiritual, you are not there. Intellectual, you are not there. Intelligence, you are not there. Nowhere. Only to eat money, steal money, loot, eat money, take bribe, eat, subscribe, buy cloth, wear cloth, buy shoe, wear shoe, buy car, buy house. That is, oh God in heaven, have mercy upon your wretched souls. In the word of my leader Nnamdi Kanu, may God have mercy upon your wretched souls. George Obiozor met with Nnamdi Kanu. Is there not the same political solution? Since they have been meeting at Sorok, since they have been going there, what is the difference? Look at the court date and the court case. Look at all the whole amended charges. Look at the condition of Nnamdi Kanu. No medical treatment, no good treatment, no respect to his human right. What is the difference of all these political visits, all these visits of the politicians, if not for their selfish interests? And you want us to defend them. You are allowed, you say, oh, let the Anambra election hold. We are calling off the boycott. We are calling off the lockdown. We have an understanding. Since 6th of November, governorship election of Anambra State, what is the advantage? What is the positive result in the favor of IPOB and in the favor of Nnamdi Kanu? Tell me one. Nothing. Complete zero. 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 Zilch. In the words of Nnamdi Kanu. We go to the next. That is the, he visited. The governor went there. Wow, wonderful. Oh, thank you, governor. As if you have no life without the governor. As if Biafra will not come out. Or Nnamdi Kanu will not be released without the governor. Look at how I am so ashamed. I am so ashamed. Sometimes I ask myself, what have I even gotten myself into? When I read some of your comments, people that are supposed to encourage us, people that are supposed to stand, I don't know whether all of you are thieves and saboteurs. I cannot even understand it. People that are supposed to support us, people that support, whenever we read their statement, anytime we read their press release, anytime we hear what they say, we become encouraged. This is why some pastors are not talking about Biafra. This is why some pastors are not supporting Nnamdi Kanu. Because of you evil souls. You are painting the name of Nnamdi Kanu black. You are painting his image very dark. And some churches, they justify why they are not supporting Nnamdi Kanu. I don't care if people are logging out. Everybody can go ahead and log out. I don't give a damn. I don't beg anybody. I don't do it. Run away from the truth because you hate it. Because you belong to lies and falsifications and falsehood. That's where you belong. You can't stay here. If you love the truth, you will stay here. If you hate the truth, you can never hear. You can't stay here. And we don't need you. We don't need you. Go to all the gossiping quarters. Go there and enjoy yourselves. We don't have time for that. Shame on all of them. Look at the last statement. He assured that if the opportunity arises, he will be glad to personally broadcast to his followers to maintain the peace. Together we shall restore peace, security, and prosperity in Anambra State and Southeast. Not together we shall release Nnamdi Kanu. Together we shall free Nnamdi Kanu. Together his human rights shall be given to him, even in DSS dungeon. No, but together, look at it. Look at it. Together, look at what he went for. That's what he went for. Together, we shall restore peace, security, and prosperity in Anambra and the Southeast. That's all. Not Nnamdi Kanu. Not together. We shall release Nnamdi Kanu back to the Southeast. We shall bring him back home. We shall bring him back to Isiama Faluku, to that very palace where he is supposed to be reigning and ruling as the paramount ruler of his. These people are very wicked and selfish. And any of you that say we shouldn't talk about the visit of Suludo, that we should keep quiet, looking at all these things he said, you are wicked. You are very, very wicked. You are a wicked soul. You are not in for Biafra restoration. You hate Nnamdi Kanu. Sometimes I don't even know what is going on there. I don't understand it. I don't understand it. But we try to stand on the path of truth at all times and do the will of God. Look at the conclusion of his statement. Together, we shall restore peace, security, and prosperity in Anambra and the Southeast. Not together we shall release Nnamdi Kanu. Not together Nnamdi Kanu will not die. He shall be safe. His medical treatment shall be given to him. His health is our priority. Together we shall make sure he's healthy. Together we shall make sure he changes clothes. Together we shall make sure he's treated fairly. Together we shall make sure he receives a fair trial in the court. No. Together we shall restore peace and security in Anambra and the Southeast. That was why Chukwuma Soludo visited Nnamdi Kanu. That was why. Nothing more, nothing less. Selfish and political. And you say it's a welcome development. Let Chukwuma Soludo release Nnamdi Kanu. Then we believe it's not political. If you want to call, the lines are open. If you want to call, the lines are opened. If you want to call, you are free. The lines are opened. If you want to call. We have 5 more minutes. If there are no calls, If there are no calls, it is going to be goodbye from here. Some people have joined. That's why some of them locked out. They have gone to gossip quarters. They love gossip. That is why Biafra has not been restored in our teaching series. That is why we have found ourselves on a very long route, long road to our promised land. And you are happy. Since 1966 till now, Biafra has not been restored. You are happy. You love gossip. Anywhere they are calling the name of people. Oh, this person stole money. Oh, you will be watching 4 hours listening to gossip that doesn't add any value, that cannot bring out an American, but critical broadcasts, prayers, and discussions. 30 minutes, all your body is scratching you. 10 minutes, you are tired. You want to go to where they are gossiping. In the next 5 minutes, the time now is 6 minutes before 10 p.m. The time now is 9:54 p.m. 9:54 p.m. 9:54 p.m. where I am. And the time into the broadcast is 3 hours, 26 minutes. In the next 5 minutes, which is 10 p.m., if there are no more calls, it is going to be goodbye from here. Pastor W.F. Kumuyi canceled his scheduled crusade in Aba, Biafra land. There was a statement I came across credited to him. I don't know how authentic that statement is. In that statement, he said that Moses pleaded with God not to destroy the nation of Israel because of their sin. That in the same way that he is praying that Nigeria will not be divided, that God has a special purpose for Nigeria. And he forgot that the same Moses he was quoting was the one that fought for the liberation of Israel, was the one, a man of God, a prophet of God, that agitated, that carried out agitation for the freedom of Israel. Meanwhile, he himself, Pastor W.F. Kumuyi, is not agitating, is not protesting, is not a freedom fighter. No, he's a normal preacher. But the Moses he's quoting was a freedom fighter. Okay, if you want to do the same thing that Moses did, or if you want to pray the same prayer that Moses prayed, why is it you don't want to do the same thing that Moses did? Why? Pastor W.F. Kumuyi. That is the question. If that is his statement, he said that Moses prayed that Israel will not be destroyed. Yes, I agree. That is true. Moses made that prayer when God wanted to destroy Israel. By that time, they have not entered the promised land. They were still on their way. In the book of Numbers chapter 14, which is our central text. Okay? Moses prayed and said, God, if you destroy the nation of Israel, the people will say you don't have power to lead them into the promised land. That is why you destroy them on the way. Don't destroy them. And God said to him, okay, I've heard what you said. But those of them that doubted me, that tempted me for 10 times, they will not enter the promised land. All of them will die in the wilderness. For 40 years, they will die in the wilderness. Only their children I will take into the promised land. Why is it that Pastor W.F. Kumuyi didn't also tell us that God told him that the children of those people that will die in the wilderness within 40 years, that he would take them to the promised land? Why didn't he mention promised land, which was the basis for the freedom fighting of Moses? Moses fought for the freedom of the Israelites. Whose freedom is Pastor W.F. Kumuyi fighting? With whose freedom? Is it the freedom of Oduduwa? He's from Oduduwa. Moses fought for the freedom of his nation. Separation from Egypt. Freedom from Egypt. Not remaining as a nation, independent. No. Nigeria is independent, right? They told us it's independent. But as at that time, Moses fought for the freedom of Israel. It was in the course of that freedom fighting that Moses made that prayer. Now, Pastor Kumuyi is making the same prayer, is offering the same prayer to God for Nigeria. But he is not doing the same thing that Moses was doing that brought about that prayer. He wants to offer the prayer, but he doesn't want to do what gave birth to that prayer. And some of you will not respect Maxwell Nnawuihe. Some of you will not respect for God's Praise International appointed place. You won't support, you won't like, you won't comment, you won't share. You are full of evil in your mind and your heart. But these are the people. They are your daddy GOs. They are the ones you respect. They are the ones you listen to. They are the ones you give tithe. They are the ones you give offering. They are the ones you sow seed. They are the ones who buy a car. They are the ones you do everything for. They are your God. But they cannot stand for the truth. But they cannot stand for what is right. They are selective in their humility and obedience to the word of God. Very, very selective. They select what suits them, what makes them in peace and harmony with the government, to the detriment of their congregants, to the detriment of their church members, who are the ones that are suffering the evil in Nigeria. Not them, because they move about with escort. They fly in private jet. They move about in convoy. They don't experience the pothole. They don't experience the power outages. They don't experience the impact of fuel scarcity. They don't experience it. They don't experience lack of money to pay house rent because of very bad economy. They don't experience it. They don't experience the brutality of the police. They don't, because they go with police escort, army escort, mobile escort, different kind of escort. They don't, it doesn't impact upon them, but their members are facing it every day. In their business places, they are facing tax force everywhere. Keke riders, tax force, police extortion on the highway, everywhere. Anytime they are traveling for their business or they're going to buy goods and come back and sell in their little shop, their members, the members of Deeper Life, are the ones that are suffering what it means to be in Nigeria. But the GO is not suffering it because he's high up there. You are a shepherd. As a shepherd, you take a risk for the flocks. You stand where the flocks are to protect them from the enemy, to protect them from harms and death. That is why you are the shepherd. The Bible said that the true shepherd will lay down his life for the flocks. But a hireling, a shepherd that is paid, will never risk his life. Go and ask every member of Deeper Life all over the world, more especially those of them that live in Nigeria, those of them that depend on daily pay, who are doing petty business. Go and do a random poll, a random referendum among them. 98% of them will tell you that they want Nigeria to divide. The time now is 2 minutes past 10 p.m. And from here, it is good night.